Hi everyone, my name's Delilah, aka Assassina, also Ass, as my friends here will call me, and I'm joined by a group of people that I felt were the best people to have this very inappropriate conversation with, which is horror movie villain Rizz. So which horror movie villain has the most Rizz? We're doing a tier list. S class being everyone would probably bang this person. F class being like, nope, keep it away from me. Nobody wants that. Ew. And so we're gonna collectively come up with a tier list for these horror villains, not just based off of like, you know, how cool they are or whatever. I mean, that can come into play, but you know, which one of them probably gets the most bitches or the most dudes or both or anything in between. So that's kind of like a fun conversation to have. And these are the best people because these people I met through Twitch, and we all love horror and we watch horror movies together and we talk about horror movies all the time. So I couldn't think of a better group of people to have. So we'll start with Allie. Go ahead and introduce yourself. And if you want to plug anything, go for it.
I'm Allie. I stream horror games on Twitch, and that's where I met ASSASSINA. I love horror movies. I love to be scared. I also have a whole sleeve of my favorite horror movie characters. Everything about horror is just my thing, and I'm really excited to be judging. You know, if I would bang these horror characters or not with my friends.
I'm also very on brand. Show your shirt.
Oh yes, don't scare me, I'll come.
Nice. That's the perfect shirt for this podcast.
I am from New York, so I'm very loud and opinionated, so I'm ready to give my opinion on you know, the risk of all these killers.
Hell yeah. All right, let's go to Cadie.
Hi, I'm Cadie. I used to stream on Twitch. Is probably nervous. There is currently a petition for me to return. We shall see.
Yes.
Perhaps.
Do it.
Yeah, I don't think I'm as knowledgeable in all of the horror people as these guys are, but I'll do my best. Yeah, and I'll definitely let you know if I want to fuck them or not. So
good. That's all we ask of you.
I think that's what we're here for.
How about you, LayLow? Go for it.
Yeah, hi, I'm LayLow. We do a bunch of different things: music, blogging, you know, streaming. But you can check us out on lowverseproductions.com, a website that just showcases all what we do. But I'm a big fan of horror. I've been like a sick, demented fuck since young. Liking Chucky and Ghostface and going to sleep to these little wicked ass niggas because, you know, I'm weird. And then here we are. That's how we bonded with these other weird fucks, and that's how we got into this situation. But I'm hyped for it too, because I'm already letting y'all know all Ghostface getting fucked. I'm just letting y'all all rip.
Beautiful. I love talking to you guys, and there's so many things that I want to talk about with you guys besides this, but we'll have to catch up one day. And what we're called, what is it, the Queef Brigade? Is that what we're called now?
Queef Confidential.
Queef Confidential. Yeah, I'm always making shit up. I don't know where it comes from.
To be fair,
no,
though,
it was
basically we were trying to pick a name, picked a bunch of movies, and just inserted Queef where it worked, and we landed on Queef.
Yeah. So these are my fellow Queefs. We're gonna talk about
my coochie too.
Yeah, there you go. He be queefing from his dick hole. All right. So let's start with the first villain. And this one I'm going to throw to Allie, because you are the CEO of Screams, right?
Yes.
So you...
I am.
Can you... Oh, crap.
Can I say it?
Okay. I'm going to send you guys the picture on Discord. I realize you can't see my OBS because we're not live. Can I send this to you on Discord? All right. Yeah. I'll just say the name and then you guys can Google an image, if that's okay.
Yeah,
it'll make my life easier. All right. So the audience will be able to see Michael Myers, the Halloween guy. This is the quintessential Halloween villain.
Okay, so hear me out. Is that like there's some things that I do like about him. I do like that he's confident. You know, he steps very heavily. but I also think that he exudes a lot of like not personal space. The breathing is a bit much. I'm not into a heavy breather, you know, and he's always like, right. That's not cute, right? He also walks very slow, which means that he probably fucks very slow. And I'm also not into that. So you have like a fucking heavy breather and he fucks slow. I think that would not. I'm actually not attracted to him at all. And I'm sorry, Mike, but like, I think your knife is stupid. I think it's a stupid weapon. So you breathe stupid, you walk stupid, and you fight stupid. You're not the guy for me. I'm not going to fuck you.
So where would you rank him on this tier list, from S being highest tier, F being worst? And then we'll get to Cadie's question.
I would probably rank him honestly as a D tier.
Okay, that's not an F. There's something.
It's not an F. I'm not repulsed by him. He's kind of like, you know, like two glasses of Merlot, and I'm like, all right, I guess I'm into it for the night. But like, he's not repulsive to me. There's something to say about a man fucking me in a mask. I do like that.
Got it. So all the mask people on this list are gonna probably rank a little higher for you.
They can probably get fucked unless the mask is really ugly and unsettling. Then I'm just like, maybe change it. And if they don't, well, maybe another time.
Cadie, you wanted to ask something and or say something?
Yes, ma'am. Hi, my name is Cadie. What would you say the PPM for Michael Myers is? And by PPM, I mean pumps per minute. You said he's slow. What do you think? What are you thinking?
Okay, so I can't tell you the exact number, but I can kind of, if I can give you a kind of sort of visual of what I think the PPMs would be, it would kind of be like,
boom. Oh wow.
Boom.
Like his footsteps.
Like being a ghost investigation.
Like his footsteps. Yeah, he fucks like he walks.
That's great. Well, perfect. Cadie, what would you, since you chimed in, what's your thoughts and what would you give him?
So that's a lot of information about Michael Myers that I didn't know. Forgot he was a heavy breather. Don't love that. Like that he's a giant, quiet man. Like being manhandled. So that's like in your check. Yeah, the breathing is a problem. The slow fucking will be a problem. 100%. if his PPM truly is like sub God. This is hard actually. We should set a baseline.
Okay, well let me chime in here. Maybe it'll help, and then maybe LayLow can chime in and then you go last.
Yeah.
To rate it. So he's an unstoppable force. That's what he's known for. Mm-hmm. So while it might be slow, it might last for a very long time.
He'll get us there eventually. Got it. Okay.
I saw ASSASSINA say unstoppable force, and I watched Cadie's vagina get wet just a little bit. I like literally just saw it. Like, you're like, oh, okay.
Unstoppable, you say. For as long as I need, you say. We'll give him a C. How's that?
A C, all right, from Cadie. Cool. How about you, LayLow?
Bro, two biggest red flags. A silent fuck. Like, no one likes a silent fuck. You get what I'm saying? I don't think we ever heard that nigga make a grunt. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, that's got to be a hell no. And then, I mean, just for like, he got a white mask, bro. What I look like, you know? You see what I'm saying? Like, there's so many other masks. But I mean, Ghostface get a pass though. Ghostface is actually blackface doing whiteface. That's what we're gonna say for that. Got it. But that's a little different. But Michael Myers is definitely, I mean, bro, he got a janitor mask, bro. I mean, like, get up. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's not fucking with, you see what I'm saying? Nah. So he definitely, I got to put that muff. What's the lowest? That a F? We got to put Michael at F for me. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
F for fuck that motherfucker.
Look, dude killed his sister. He escaped from a mental institution, came back to his hometown to just start more shit. When he could have started shit anywhere else, it's like, well, your sister's dead. Like, what's the point? Like, I feel like his motives are just like, whatever. And for me, like I'm intellectual. Into intellectual people, and I feel like that's just some dumb shit to do. You know what I mean? So
Also, he drowned Danny Trejo, and like he was in Spy Kids, and that's like an unforgivable sin. So I can't like fuck with you that did that. You feel me?
What is it?
And Danny Trejo was so nice to him.
Exactly.
The
Mikey.
only one
He
who was
called him
nice.
Mikey.
Mikey.
And you killed him. Fuck out of here, Michael Myers.
I love that. Yeah, I'd probably go with a D too. So okay, the average would be like, all right, so we got 2 Ds, a C, and an F. So would that put him in like
E, I would think.
E tier?
Mhm.
E, because you guys are
E.
both in D and I'm one above it. So probably D, as in dick.
You're right.
You know.
So D tier?
D
We're
for
all-
dick,
Yeah, we
yeah.
can put
All right.
D for unstoppable dick.
Unstoppable dick.
All right, Mikey, you're pretty low, even though you're the
Sucks
most
to suck.
iconic Halloween villain. All right, so we got Mike.
here for the weirder shit. Is that weird?
Nope,
Yeah.
that's
He's too-
expected.
Too regular.
He's too basic. All right, so I'm gonna throw this one to LayLow because you already mentioned him, which is Ghostface.
Yes. Just fucking yes. All forms, especially the Jill Roberts edition. Just throwing that out there. You get what I'm saying? But Ghostface can get fucked. I can be the Ghostface. We can be the Ghostface and intertwine our masks and our juices and our capes. You see what I'm saying? You know, because fuck that motherfucker can get all the meats. I'm talking about Arby's, all the shits. You get what I'm saying? I got a mural of that motherfucker back here. You see what I'm saying? And he down with the gang, bro. He was going after all them white people. You see what I'm saying? Why would we not want, bro? Ghostface is welcome in Wakanda. We all fucking. We fucking Ghostface, gang.
So the cool thing about Ghostface is like different people, right? So we have like a variety of people that we can choose from because he's more of like a vibe than he is like then.
Yes.
Well, we say he looks like a he, but like it could be a she, right?
Yep.
Could be a he, could be a
Yes.
they, them. Doesn't matter. So that's pretty cool. But for me, like Ghostface in the first Scream movie, which is the best one, didn't like his like force like bang a chick. Did that not happen? Right?
The main
What happened is
character?
What was it that like white girl that got banged? I think while she was sleeping or something.
Oh, are you talking about Scary Movie 1?
Scary Movie 1, yeah.
Is that
There's
scary?
Scary Movie 1 that, movie 2 when she was in the mansion. I know what you're talking about. But go ahead, Ash. I was gonna add something to that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say also because I think there's an unsettling part of it. As you know, we are talking about horror, right? And I'm a sick fuck. So like Michael Myers and let's say some other people that might be named on his list, like it's been confirmed that they've probably been killed before, or they're like actual force or whatever, right? Every single time Ghostface is human, which makes it so badass. Like you're fucking the person behind the mask who's actually slicing and dicing bitches, and they can get sliced and diced themselves. That's sick.
Yeah.
So I fuck with
Ghostface could also be 2 people. So what would you rate him?
Oh, S tier. What's the top? Is that top? S tier.
Yeah. All right.
S tier.
Cool.
Fuck.
All right. So I'm gonna throw this one. Are you familiar, Cadie, with Ghostface, or do you need more data?
In that capacity, I'd say. I hate to say it, but she, they don't do that much for me. But I don't not into him. As a B. I think a B is fine.
Wow, that's generous. It's a little.
Yeah.
It's not, yeah, like I'm not like, ugh, but I'm also like, it's a bunch of different people. It's hard for me to really like get into it unless I can like
That makes sense.
fixate on like one, you know what I mean? Like all
True.
the
Yeah.
movies, it's someone different, so it's hard for me to really like.
Yeah. Do you remember like any one of them when he took off his mask? You were like, damn, that's what was under that mask.
No.
Yeah.
Usually no. I was like, oh yeah, hey.
Skeet Ehrlich was very cute.
Skate. Yeah.
Taking off his mask, he's like, corn syrup. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He's cute.
The main quote from that movie that always sticks with me is like, I'm
Yes.
died over here.
He's like,
And
that.
Matthew Lillard
He's
just
like, did you hit me with the phone, you dick? He was in there stabbed up, bleeding.
I'm so woozy, man.
What would you give him, Allie?
Here's the thing is with Ghostface is that yes, I do love a mask, but you have mentioned it before, Assassina. There is never just one Ghostface, which means that my trust is never there. Ghostface has broken my trust because he likes to play games. He likes to play silly games. You know, he likes to call me when I'm in the middle of my me time and he's like, what's your favorite scary movie? And I'm just like, not this again. But he's nice, he's cool, and like I like the funny stuff. What I don't like is that, you know, what if we're fucking and then all of a sudden he's like, he sneezes and then it's the other ghost face and then he starts fucking me. I just can't really trust a ghost face, and that's what makes him less sexually attractive to me. So for me, I would give Ghostface an E.
Wow.
An E, damn.
An E. I just can't. And honestly, if he's that silly and he's playing that many pranks, like how good is the sex gonna be? Like he would just be like, ha ha ha, and then fart and he'd think it's okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like
he's
I don't know.
He's like, 1 second, I just need to make a call. It's really important. And then he's like,
yeah, he's
and you're like, that was not worth it. Get out of here.
he's calling
I'm
someone
in
else
the
like, what's
house.
your favorite scary movie? Yeah, I'm in your puss, and I'm just like, what the fuck, right? You know what I mean? I'm not into that.
The frat boy.
I'm gonna go with like a C just because that one scene in Scary Movie 1, I feel like she enjoyed it. So I feel like there's the potential for other people to enjoy it. Like she was on the wall, I think.
He looked like she enjoyed it, and I think that she never had sex before. And we all know as women that we never enjoy sex the first time.
Yeah, it hurts.
So good on you, Ghostface.
Yeah.
Good on you, Ghostface.
Oh, I love this.
All right, so we have a S, a B, an E, and a C. That's all over the place.
Yeah.
So, maybe a C. Does that sound right?
Yeah, like in the
In
middle.
between, yeah.
Yeah, C.
It's like
Okay.
directly in the middle.
All right.
C's get degrees.
Okay, so
C's
we're
get
gonna
degrees.
put ghosty face. C. Oops, I ruined everything. That's great. Okay. Oh, there we go. I fixed it. All right. So the next one I'm gonna throw to Cadie because I know for a fact you know this character, and that is Art the Clown.
God. Well, what can we say about Art? He's so whimsical and he's got a sense of humor. He's got a lovely smile. There is a lot of pee-pee violence though in those films. So that's a bit of a barrier to entry for me. Like if there's less pee-pee violence. But otherwise, I mean, he's got that horn. He's always in a good mood, right? He's like a mood lifter. He's always looking to like, oh, I'm making you laugh. I like to laugh. He's a guy with a sense of humor, you know? B, I think. Solid B. I'm afraid of the pee-pee violence, but on the other hand, I like to live dangerously. So maybe.
Yeah, he'll make you laugh before he kills you. So I guess that's cool.
Laughing and coming. So I mean, there are worse ways to go.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we got a B from from Cadie. Let's throw it to LayLow.
I mean,
We all watched Terrifier together, by the way. Terrifier 3, so
I love it.
good times.
Amazing fucking times. I mean, Art's obviously, I would say kudos to Art because probably if I can think about who else would be on this list, one of the most swagged out, you know, very romantic. You see what I'm saying? Like, takes a lot of time and care, you know. He's a real go getter because he really would go after what he wants. And I don't know. I feel like Art's a vibe though. Like I feel like that motherfucker got Rizz, and I'd let him fuck because like you gotta even think, right? Like what if I wanted to fuck that day, right? He just go skin a bitch and put her skin on, and then he just walks around and all that shit with her wig, and now I got coochie. You get what I'm saying? So I think like Art would be really understanding for my needs and what I want, and that motherfucker is really romantic. So I say hell yeah. I probably have to give Art a A. I give Art an A.
An A. Wow, nice. What about you, Allie?
Wow. I mean, my brain goes into a completely different direction. We've all seen all the Terrifiers, and every time somebody wants to fuck, what does Art do? He comes and he ruins their day by killing them mid-fuck. Obviously, Art the Clown is an incel, and he is upset about all the fucking that he's not getting, so he destroys everyone who's getting some around him. Now, what does that mean for me going in and hopping on his dick? That means that he is going to bust so quickly. It's going to be so unenjoyable for me, and I have to look at his stupid face, and he's laughing at me with no sound. I have to say that this is not the man for me. He has zero Rizz for me, and I can't do it. I respect that Cadie loves the horn, and I respect that
The main
that
takeaway.
LayLow. You know what I mean? Like my main takeaway. But he is not for me. I would put him on the bottom of this chart as an F.
F.
Ellie,
Wow.
I do feel like we're really like yin and yang. Like, one of us would see a dead fish and just be like, oh, a dead fish. And the other one's like, huh, a dead fish. Like, I feel like we're just,
Oh,
we're like,
100%.
you feel me? We're there.
Yeah, that's why we're friends. We work. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
When we're out together making decisions, like, we're the yin, like you said, the yin and the yang. Like,
Hell
we look
yeah.
out for each other. You're like, should I get that fish? And I'm just like, you better fucking get that fish.
Layla's like, no, more fish for me then. Girl.
Yeah, I'm kind of like I think he has some of the coolest kills. However, Rizz wise, I just can't get down. I think he's too. Well, first of all, like he cross dresses, and I'm sorry, that's not my thing. Like, what was that? I think it was in Terrifier 2, right, where he dressed up as like a stripper or some shit. Like, no, I can't get down with that.
Also, Terrifier 1, he cut off the girl's titties.
Yeah.
That woman in the alley, and then wore her titties.
Yeah,
So-
what the hell, dude? That is like crazy.
Sexy as hell.
Crazy. So
I wanted titties. He went and got me titties.
I think I'm gonna go E, just because he's kind of cool, and he's kind of funny, and I like he makes me laugh, so that's kind of like Rizz, right? But like he's nasty. Yeah, he's nasty.
Not in the good way.
Not in a good way. No, not in a good
the
way.
booty hole after like Taco Bell. You know that. You know that.
Well, that's what he is good for. 100% LayLow.
That's it. All right, so we got a B, an A, an F, and an E.
B+?
Again,
C-?
I was gonna say D, because the E and the F is two on a really, really lower scale, so maybe a D, C or D.
Yeah,
it's weird.
In the
I
middle.
think D. Yeah, because it's a little below, right? He's not quite S.
Right.
He got an A and a B, so that's one below.
Right.
Yeah, and then F and E right at the bottom.
2 blocks in the middle. If there was one, we'd have our answer. But it's like,
Yeah.
C or D, dealer's choice.
D. We all good with that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with this next one because I feel like I was hesitant to put this character, but at the same time I'm like, yo, but like she's iconic, right? In horror movies. But I think that I'm automatically gonna put this at an F. If I could put it below a F or not have it at all, I would. And that's Annabelle. Because I think that's like pedophile territory, right? Isn't she like a child that like takes over the child doll body.
She's a demon inside of a body. I don't think she's a child, though.
Okay, do we know the age of the demon? Because I think that's important.
Let me go ask her. I got her in my contacts. Let me know the age of the demon. I don't.
I don't say though, even if the demon was old as hell, that doll's looking mad young, and I'm like,
yeah,
no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a solid F. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Are we all agreeing on like a solid F? Yeah. Sorry, Annabelle. Nobody's that weird.
No.
All right, good. That wasn't easy.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, that was the quickest one that's gonna probably be on here.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I think there might be some other quick ones, but I think that was like the easiest quick one because it's like, no, we're not banging children. Thanks. Goodbye.
Chris Hansen
but I felt like she had to be here, man. Like she's iconic, right?
Yeah.
She
is.
Yeah.
But in the same franchise, and I'll throw this one to Allie again. Valak, who is an adult. Valak is the nun, right? From
I was gonna say that
the Conjuring
nun
universe.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah. What do you think, Allie? Would you bang a nun?
I am not. I mean, here's the thing: is that like a hot nun? So into it. There's something about like you're not touching your bean, so I guess I'll touch it for you and see how you feel. Like that's kind of hot. But like this nun is. So the nun was cool in The Conjuring as just like a little thing, but then when she got her own movie, she just became not scary anymore. And I feel like that's the only thing that was going for her that I liked about her at the time. I am really into like that Marilyn Manson kind of long face with the makeup. That's hot. I feel like if I could take off her nun costume and like, put some like, check out the titties, maybe get her in a mechanical animals outfit, like circa 2010. I definitely think that we could be longtime lovers. Does she have, so for that, she does have some sexual Rizz for me. And I think that I would put the nun, as a C, because the alluring part of her is I like all the face paint. I like the mysterious mystique about it. But I don't think that nun is gonna know how to like eat puss. So I don't know if that nun's gonna do anything for me. So like that's a C. I think it's best effort.
Cool. I like that. Wow, that's higher than I thought. Who wants to take it? LayLow or Cadie? Who feels equipped to follow up on what Allie said?
Mine's gonna be quick. That's a quick F for me.
Okay.
I'm not terribly religious, so you can keep your nun titties to yourself. I see no other redeeming quality, and your sequels are terrible. So
sorry,
thank you, but no thank you.
How about you, LayLow?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it an F too. I don't see anything there that really appeals to me, and I feel like when she gets too excited, maybe the barracuda teeth kind of hops out, and that shit's just gonna shred the dick, bro. And it's like got nothing there on the backside. Your mouth's gonna fuck my meat up. Like there's nothing there for me, gang. So it's just like it's an F.
Yeah. I'm gonna put an E and not an F because I think there is something appealing about the forbiddenness of banging a nun. While it's not something I personally desire, I can see that being something that appeals to someone. Like, oh, it's a nun. If we bang her, like, that's like forbidden, right? We shouldn't be doing that. I think I want to do that now. So I guess that's why I'm gonna put her at an E because I could see it, and she's cool looking. Like not hot, but like she looks like I like her face paint a lot. But I'll put her at an E. Which would be like a C, F, F, and E, which I think would probably put us around E still.
Yeah, easy E. Yeah,
easy E. I love that.
Easy E. Yeah, LayLow's not out here trying to get vagina dentated, so.
Yeah.
From me.
All
And I
right,
don't even want to look
so
into her
hmm?
fucking eyes. That shit. Why you try to finish looking into those eyes? Anyway, go ahead. Sorry. Next one.
You're like, in order for me to finish, I need you to look away. Don't look at
Dead
those
ass.
eyes.
Can we like brown
Layla
paper
always
bag
begs
this
it
shit?
on doggy style.
Dead ass. Dead ass. If I instantly bend you over, you fucked up.
Yeah.
That's his
You
go-to.
hear Pig at the door, knock, knock, knock.
All right, the next one is gonna be very easy, I think. I'm gonna throw this one to LayLow because it's gender specific, and that's Elvira. Elvira, yeah. Look up a picture of her.
The oh.
Yeah.
Yes,
let me watch
sir.
your face as you look at her.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm like, there's
Look at her drool.
fuck yeah. I'd say yeah. See, listen, because we're not. Listen, y'all. I know her. We're not that superficial or shallow. Listen, she's a very nice woman. She has a very nice ensemble. I like the time that she takes into her hair, especially the front appearance of her torso. She takes very good care of that and presenting it well. She has a lot of pizzazz, and it makes me want to get in that ass. So I'm gonna 100% put that on the S tier.
Yeah. I'll just throw it to myself real quick. I think it's an easy S tier. She's not a villain, right? Necessarily, but she is the mistress of the dark, and that's just come on. That's like badass. Her getup is cool. She's like the I guess the most legendary goth girl, perhaps, like where it all started, sort of. So I think we got to give credit. That's S tier Rizz, in my opinion.
Look, if I seen a vampire like that, you can drain my blood. Just do it from my dick. You get what I'm saying?
Sorry.
You feel me?
Yeah, I'd say call her the Rizzler because she gets an S from me.
All right, Allie.
I mean, I'm blushing over here. It's nice that you didn't want to degrade her, LayLow, but I will. Those titties are just so good. They're so good. She's so hot. She's an icon, absolutely. She's also a great host. She's been on many horror kind of like not channels, but like features, doing hosting. She's also very cute in real life. You know, take off that wig, and she's a cute little redhead. She's just hot, and I want to fuck her. So S tier.
Yeah, I think that's an easy choice, right, for everyone. S tier. We all agree.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
It's an actress likes to go to events and like is really cool with fans and stuff like that too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So my
Sounds
partner was saying that she goes to conventions, and she's much older now than obviously when she was, started off, and with the makeup and the getup, she looks exactly the same, which is insane.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Okay. So that's an S tier. I'm gonna throw this one to Cadie just to keep it fresh. I feel like this might be easy too, but we'll see. And that's Dracula.
I found to suck your dick. Yeah. I mean, I feel like Dracula's like a little timeless, right? Like we've had many versions of him, varying stages of hotness. But I mean, he's still a fucking vampire, and vampires fuck. Is that not vampire lore? Vampires fuck.
100%.
They know what they're doing. Yeah, and they're fucking stellar at it. So if you need to take a little blood along with whatever other fluids you'd like, please, by all means. Yeah, I'd give him a solid S. Let's go.
S?
S, yeah.
Very good. Okay.
I feel like there's really nothing he can't do. We're good.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree, just because like I feel like there's so many. Dracula, he may not have been the first vampire, but he was the first like romanticized vampire, I think.
Mhm.
And he, I think, was the influence for all of the like hot sexual shows that came out about vampires. Like I think I never saw them, but like Vampire Diaries and stuff like that. It's all about vampires and sex, right? So like that, if for someone who kind of started all that, I feel like you got to give him an S tier. Like
He's like a
vampires,
daddy.
I think in any form of media are like hot and sexual. So isn't that like a automatic Rizz?
Jumping
They're
in there on
trying to
that too,
fuck,
because
so
I was
like,
gonna
okay.
say with
Yeah.
them, like I would say 100% Dracula just has to be S tier because the language, the cadence, the way that they like always Dracula majestically walks and talks, and not no funny shit. Because even as a non, like I'm not gay, but isn't like Dracula whole thing? Once you lock eyes, whoever it is, it doesn't matter of gender of anything. You're just fucking in love with this
The
motherfucker. Like
glamour.
you get what
The
I'm saying?
glamour.
So
Yep.
it's like S tier. Like that's literally S tier is. Like anyone you look into his eyes is instantly gonna fall in love with that fucker.
Yeah.
So Dracula exudes Rizz. He pretty much, you nailed it. He was kind of like the first romanticized vampire, and the whole thing too with vampires is they're supposed to stay young and desirable, right? Because in vampire, what's that? In vampire kind of like lore, right? You're the prey, so they have to. They gotta. It's a game too. It's a hot, sexy game. So like they gotta get you to like them, right? That's why they're just kind of like, hey, let me in. If you don't let them in, they can't come into your house. How hot is it to be like, no, I refuse to let you in? And then he's just like, yeah, well, I got this big fat fucking Dracula cock, and I'm like, get over here, like.
See, not only is he swinging that, but he's asking for consent to enter, and that's nice
Yeah.
too.
Exactly. Exactly. He asks for consent. He's hot. I mean, like, we all love our neck areas. It's a very sensual area.
Mhm.
And, the more you suck on me, the more I'm going to come. So, S. What can I say?
All
Come
right,
on in.
we got the another S tier in the books. I love it. Very good.
Yeah.
All right, who's like a Nosferatu connoisseur? Like, who knows about? I feel like Allie, you have to know about Nosferatu, right? Sorry, his name is Count Orlok, but from Nosferatu.
I'm not a connoisseur, but he is the first vampire black and white film, and his depiction was of more of a rat. Now we see kind of the vampires turning into bats. He was actually a rat, so that's why he's got the teeth that are long, the extended fingies, and little Rizz compared to Dracula. He kind of imagine the prototype of a vampire.
He's the beta testing Dracula.
So he's kind of like Timu Dracula. He's got the long fingies, which I enjoy. I enjoy the long fingies. I think if anything, I can come from that. But I will not let him eat me out. So there we have a problem there. So if you're asking me about Nosferatu, he would definitely get an E from me. E for that's good effort with those fingies, but don't come at me with anything else. He also doesn't speak. He doesn't talk to me. So what are we just gonna have silent sex like Michael Myers?
Again, yeah.
Get out of here! Get out of here!
Yo, that is hysterical.
If you let me from the back, though, the nose might be in your butthole because his shit is.
Oh,
that might be nice.
That might be great.
Like kill two birds with one stone, right there. LayLow, do you want to expand on that and or just give a rating based off his nose?
Oh hell yeah, that's an F for me, bro. Because I'm just like you get so F, fuck that motherfucker. It's just if I don't know anything about you, you're gonna have a little Rizz if I find you somewhat attractive, and I took shits that look better than that motherfucker. So that's a definite no. So yeah, get that motherfucker out of here.
How about you, Cadie?
I just looked him up because I was like, I know I know the name, and I looked him up, and yeah, I took one look at those fingy. Listen, I love. Who doesn't love? Allie knows what I'm gonna say. I personally am a huge fan. A good F-bang, right? So, however, I'm not a fan of having my guts torn out with them. So I kind of feel like they're a little long for me. And the teeth are a huge turnoff. I don't know.
Yeah. What would you give them?
Probably enough.
Enough. Yeah.
I do agree. The nose would probably, if he's eating you out, would probably be like a good like clit tickler, right? Like his mouth is doing one thing, his nose is just like
And he
doing
like
its own thing.
We could try
power
once.
breathing on it, like, and you just feel the gust of air, you know?
Yeah,
from
I
his
mean,
nose.
fair. Like I've tried anything once, right? But like I think
Uh.
if I had to guess, it would be like if I can have Dracula, why would I bother with Nosferatu?
Fair.
True. Very true.
Yeah.
However,
if they're standing at my door and Dracula's like, "Oh, girl, let me in," I'd be like, "Oh." And Nosferatu is just like, I'd be like, "Ooh, ooh, ooh."
sorry.
Nosferatu's like, let me in. He's just going like this.
That's like, damn. I was gonna give the dude a D because to give him the benefit of the doubt. But after that description, I might have to go E.
Crazy idea was the benefit of the doubt too.
Come in. No, you're not
Like that image just like ruined it for me. And the only reason I was gonna give him a D is because, like, all right, look, he traveled in the first movie. He traveled so far for this one woman. And like that's kind of like that's Rizz. Like, whoa. Like, and back then they didn't have like cars and shit. Like my dude traveled on a boat, He went super far. Like, I mean, she has to bang
Killed
him
everyone
after
on the
that.
boat.
Killed it, right? Brought the plague with him.
And
Yeah.
someone consider that
So
stalking.
True. That is
Yeah, fair.
true. That
He's
could
like,
be stalker
"Wow,
status.
I brought you 40 corpses."
Yeah.
But he can't even say that. He's just
Here's the plague, bitch.
Yeah. Here's some plague.
But in the new movie, I didn't see it, but I heard that he like abuses her too. So that kind of like puts him down more. Yeah, I think the more I talk about it, the more I probably should put a F, right?
Talk yourself out of it, yeah.
Yeah, you talk me out of it. He's gonna get a F. I think
Damn.
we can
Did
all
we-
agree
wait,
there.
Did we get anyone else that got a flat F yet? I know we got
Not
two
yet.
S
He's the
tiers.
first, and
First F?
there probably would be
Yeah.
no Dracula if it wasn't for Count Orlok, right?
Wow.
Well,
Damn.
So
gotta
the original, who's the F tier, and then the what is it? The sequel, who's the S tier?
Yeah, exactly.
They corrected all
Exactly.
their mistakes, but Annabelle got us
Good.
straight up too, and nobody wants to.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh
yeah.
yes, Annabelle. Sorry, I forgot about
Yeah.
that one. That's
She
when
had-
things started messing up for me. I just added her back. My bad.
She had no chance.
She had
Two
no
S's
chance.
and two
Absolutely
Fs, though.
not. Was that?
2 S's and 2 F's though for now.
Yeah. There we go. We have no A's and B's yet. All right, so I'm gonna throw this one to LayLow, for specific reasons.
Oh.
Candyman.
Are they short? Oh wow, because he's black.
Oh, okay.
You looking for Candyman, bitch?
That all right. How can I put this? 'Cause Candyman, it's a brother. I want to see the brothers win. I would say, feel me. We're gonna racially give some extra points here for bonus reasons. You feel me? Also, it's Tony Todd. You feel me? Like that's the icon in horror. That voice is magnificent. You see what I'm saying? One of the most iconic voices, probably not but top 5. Obviously, I
yeah.
would say for me, top 5 iconic voices. And as a horror fan as well, Final Destination, Candyman, all these different movies he's been in. That motherfucker got the Rizz. But I would fairly give him probably a B. I give him a B.
Okay, cool. Yeah, go ahead, Allie. What's your thought?
Yeah, so I rank him highly because, like LayLow said, he has this deep voice, and he always says hot taglines like "be my victim" and stuff, and that shit gets me wetter than the fucking Atlantic Ocean. I also very much like bees. I think that bees are cool, and he's down with the bees. And he just, I don't know, his big body and this trench coat, and he walks around like no one could touch him. And then, he just talks real hot. I give him a B as well. I think that he is, I think that he just exudes sex to me. He just drips it. And I don't know if I saw him at a club with his hook hand and his, drippy face and his like, but he's all like, "Hey, you want to get out of here?" I'd be just like, "Yeah, fucking take me anywhere, murder me and make me come." So
Coochie.
yeah.
Word.
Yeah, I'll throw it to me and then I'll throw it to you, Cadie. I would give it an A for all the reasons. The trench coat, like the getup is dope. He's a handsome man, and I think the origin story is that he fell in love with a white woman and they killed him because of it or something like that. Like, why you gotta do that? Like, they probably would have some cute ass kids. Like, what are you doing? So yeah, I'm gonna give him an A. What about you, Cadie?
I think, based on all the things, I love that he's in touch with nature. He cares about the bees. It's very important. I had to look him up because I didn't know the actor and immediately recognized him. I know exactly who that is. Motherfucker is built like a shit brick house. He's like 6'5". Like, that is a tree I absolutely would love to climb. I'm A, 100% A.
All right, cool.
So A?
Well, that's 2 B's and an A. Are we
I feel like it's a favorable B, though.
Yeah.
So maybe it's an A.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. I'm fine with that.
I'm down with that. You down with that, Allie?
Yeah. For sure.
100%.
Even though B, but A.
Oh man,
Also,
lost opportunity.
Can I add one more thing about Candyman?
Please.
And why he's hot is that also there's lore behind him, right? So he's talked about all over the town. Like, he's the hot commodity. Everyone's like, listen, you want to get fucked by this man? Say his name in a mirror 5 times. And I think that's hot. I also imagine him kind of like holding me down and being like, say it. And I'm like, Candyman. And I'm like into it, so I just
like into it. It's like, wait, before you cut me, just let me finish.
It's like, Candyman.
And you're definitely his type, so he'll probably give you a good time.
Allie's gonna get one of those, like, rent a hotel where they have one of those giant, like, 4-poster beds with like a mirror on the ceiling so you can like watch while you fuck whoever you're fucking. She's just gonna lay there naked like, Candyman.
As I'm just fucking like diddling my beat, I'm just like, Candyman.
Diddling my beat. That is the best way to describe it. Diddling my beat. He would love that.
Diddle that skittle, my girl. Diddle it.
All right, so I'm going to throw this one to Cadie because I think this is one of the ones that you recommended, although I might be confusing you, which is Grant from The Heretic. I know nothing about this guy. I can't remember which one of you recommended him, though. It was either Allie or...
Namia was not a fan of that movie.
No. I never even saw it, but I mean, I'm giving this guy a F just because, ew.
Okay, do you want backstory? I didn't recommend that I did see this movie. I can give you backstory. There was something with these, I think the 2 young ladies were missionary girls, and they go to his house for missionary work, and the whole time he's giving them the vibe of relax and good, and he's alluding to having a wife and all of the stuff to where they start finding out like there's no wife here, and it just gets really creepy and unsettling from there.
Oh,
he wants to try to make the girls admit that there is no God, and because he's very like something happened in his life that made him like question God, so he's trying to like make them admit that there is none, and he's being really disgusting to these girls, capturing them being like, my wife's here but she's not, and lighting like a candle of like a blueberry pie to make it seem like his wife's baking in the other room to make sure that these young girls don't leave. And because of that, for me, he gets an F. He's non-creative. He's very religious, and anybody who has like a bunker in their house is a disgusting freak.
Yeah.
Are we all F-ing this guy? I mean, not F-ing him, but giving him an F.
Not F-ing.
I'm hearing you guys talk about it, and I'm like looking at the cover. I vaguely remember watching the trailer for it and feeling skeeved just from the trailer. I was like, ugh, God. Gross. Predator
even that trailer, you could tell they're giving off that like he wants you to feel comfortable, but it's completely off.
Yeah. All right, so Cadie, since I made a mistake and I thought that was your recommendation, I'll go to you for this one that I'm pretty sure you've seen, which is Jack from The Shining.
Oh. Yeah, I have seen it. But like once, a really long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
I could throw it to
you know
someone
what?
else if you want.
Piggy, yeah, I need to know more. I
Yeah,
need to know
no
more. I need
problem,
more
no problem.
information.
Allie, you want to take it away for Jack Torrance,
Yeah,
played by
so
Jack
like,
Nicholson?
I was gonna say played by Jack Nicholson in like peak Jack Nicholson era. I respect the he's dedicated to his craft. And I feel like anybody who's that dedicated to their novel would definitely be dedicated to My Pleasure, which gives him a lot of points. He's a guy of improv. You know, when he was chasing his wife around with that hatchet and made that, you know, that mark on the door and said, "Here's Johnny," that was not in the script. So by that, I like that he, you know, can play, you know, off the books and like, maybe I think he's going to do this to me, but he actually does this. And he's like, you know, here's whatever. I don't like the fact that he tried to like kill his wife and his kid, but you have to understand that there are some factors going around here. Like they're staying at this place that is haunted by ghosts, and these ghosts are influencing him to do all these bad deeds. Before that, he was a good guy, and again, he's got a creative mind. And I like that about him. And because of that, I'm going to put Jack at a B for me.
All right. Cool. Yeah. I mean, I'd probably put him at like an E for the reasons you said. A creative is cool, like the fact that he writes books. It wasn't his fault. He went to this place in isolation and kind of went crazy and had like writer's block or whatever. But he didn't need to like beat his wife because of that. That was kind of messed up. So that's why he's like lower, but I'll give him an E. Like I don't think he's an F. But yeah, creatives, that's hot. So that's Rizz right there. How about you, LayLow or Cadie? Whoever.
I'd only give him an E because of the actor and the role, but judging straight off of like the character, fuck no. Because even like what you guys were saying, you said like it wasn't his fault for going there and then lose his mind, and you know that part wasn't, but the part for her and his wife, and it's like they were always good until they weren't. What happened with you know, all these people like the fucking Ted Bundys and all these motherfuckers, everyone, they were cool until they weren't. So it's like, no, fuck him. He probably had that shit hidden in him somewhere, and just being isolated and alone doesn't excuse you to go fucking crazy and do a goddamn thing. So zero Rizz. You got no Rizz. You had a wife, you had kids. You get what I'm saying? Like, you already know you touched the cooter, bro. You already get the kitty cat, and you still just lost all that shit and try to that's. I'm only giving him an E for the actual guy in real life. I like him, but it would be
Jack Nicholson's dope.
Yeah, he's dope as hell. But I'd say an E.
E. All right, cool. How about you, Cadie?
Yeah. So I like Jack Nicholson as an actor. I don't find him attractive in a Rizzy way. I actually feel like the creative is hot character-wise, but might be a bit of a strike, because if I'm trying to smash and he's like, "Oh, my book," I'll be like, okay, like I don't want to hear it. This is what we're focusing like on right now is me. Like, I need you to, yeah. So I don't know. I think I feel like an E is generous. Otherwise an F. But I feel like it's going to end up on E with all the other E's. Anyway.
Yeah, well, we have two E's with you. That would be 3. And then Allie gave him a B. So that would probably put him up by like 1, which would be a D.
If that, yeah.
If that.
Yeah.
We thinking
yeah,
D or E.
I would be okay with keeping him at E as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you said to a B was like, you're being generous. That's like a generous.
True. All right, cool. So I do like your explanation though, Allie. It was what stopped him from being an F.
That was all good. And yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think I might have been whatever. There's nothing drawing me in, but I forgot.
All right, Katie, I'm okay. I thought I was sure, and then I thought I was sure, but now I'm sure.
Okay.
So I'm gonna throw this one to you, which is Alien, the xenomorph from Alien.
Oh my god. Well. Hold on, wait. Let me look at a picture real quick.
Would I fuck you?
I just want to see all the bits that are hanging off of him for realsies. Which one are we talking about? Like the OG Alien?
Anyone that you want.
Anyone that you want.
Anyone.
Probably like an Allen, like an actual xenomorph.
Yeah, like a regular OG.
Yeah.
And while you're thinking about it, the reason, so I didn't put like Jaws or any like actual animals, but I did put humanoid type because I feel like, you know, people are Mass Effect, you know, people like to bang aliens, I think.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
that's totally fine.
Person, isn't it? It was born from a human. It's
Right.
It's half Sigourney Weaver. Oh, so like,
right.
we're halfway there. I kind of feel like I'd want to know at least once, assuming I wasn't gonna get fucking impaled in a bad way. A bad way. Yeah, I mean, you know, the xenomorphs, they're very family oriented, right? They're always looking to repopulate all the time. Yeah, create more. Well, maybe that's a turnoff though, because I'm not trying to have kids. So, that's actually a strike. Now that I think about it.
Valid point.
Yeah. I'm not trying to get Go. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put him as
trying to get Braco.
As curious as I am, I feel like this brings me to LayLow a bit. The self-proclaimed freak. I feel like I would have to do it at least once, but I feel like I'd end up dead or pregnant, and both of those sound terrible to me. So, D. Put it a D, yeah.
Damn, you're always like making me like go lower because I feel like the xenomorph, he's like the perfect entity kind of. And if you think of like is it H.R. Geiger art? Right? Is that okay? I always mess up like that the letters, but if you think about his art style, it's very sexual. Vaginas, yeah. phallic images and stuff like that. That's Rizz. That's sexual, right? So I feel like this has to be like a B because of that. Not that I would personally do it, but I can see it. And I feel like the xenomorph would probably fuck really good.
Yeah, I think so. And it's also, he's so ridgy. Like there's ridges everywhere. He can use any part and it's ribbed for her pleasure. So like, but also babies. So like, I'm really struggling with this one.
Right, yeah. Assuming there's some level of birth control involved, it'd probably be fine.
Okay.
I don't think our birth control would work for that alien jig.
Right?
Yeah.
Just like bust right through it.
How about a solid C then? If I'm on birth control, a solid C.
Okay.
I want to try it at least once. Yeah.
How about you, Allie?
Okay, so the alien, the xenomorph, does look like he fucks good. Like, I know that's probably like a weird thing to say, but you nailed it, Assassina. He looks like, or she, whatever it is, looks like it fucks. But that, like, it doesn't ask, it just takes. And that's kind of hot too, right? It just takes what it wants. But on the other spectrum of this, like Cadie said before, the xenomorph's a family man. And I feel like the xenomorph would have no time for me. And it would only use me for sex at some point. It's kind of like a bridesmaid when the girl is just like, yeah, we have sex like every day, but he hasn't kissed me in 6 years. I feel like that's the xenomorph. So I think that like just Rizz, like I think he's got it. I don't want anything long term with him because I didn't use a condom all these years to raise his alien babies. So I would definitely give him a C.
Got it. I love that explanation. How about you, LayLow?
Okay, see, I don't even think it's about the family. You feel me? Because like, fuck the family, right? This whole record could be a home record. So my thing with this motherfucker that I don't like though is like, where the fuck is the hole? Where am I even inserting this? For one. For two, you got two fucking mouths. So okay, I'm start skull fucking your shit, right? Your next one just gonna come out and just swallow my shit whole. Now my dick gone. I'm legitimately pinned out. And then what is this, like a reptilian ass gimp suit from space? Like that shit probably don't even feel good to the touch. Like that, nah, that nigga F, bro. That's a F.
Oh
I just
That's
can't.
hilarious.
I can't get jiggy with that shit.
I
Well,
can't
what
get
if
you
you
with
put the queen? A queen might have a hole. It doesn't
There-
have to
okay.
be the OG.
We could
Listen, as a
consider
guy,
a queen.
I already have a hard time finding of my female counterpart species the hole. You want me to find that shit on that motherfucker?
I mean, how much time you got?
Not money, because they gonna
You don't want to go
skull fuck me
poking
with that
around.
45-inch tail. Exactly. Not to mention, I'm so small. Their tail probably can literally insert one side and go out the fucking other of me. Like,
Yeah, definitely
Mm.
some violent stuff going on there. Sounds fun.
Sounds great.
So we got 2 C's, a B, and an F, which I guess D.
E.
I think that
Is
might
that
be
me?
a C.
C?
D, you think? I feel, can something online like rate these for us? Like weigh these for us. Letters are
You know what we
hard.
should do?
Letters are
So-
hard.
So do
So-
this as from the
Mhm.
letters, do like F maybe 0 points, right?
Yeah.
E's 1, like, and then go up like, what is it? D's 2, C's 3, so
yeah.
whenever we
There
pick,
you
we
go.
can count it up, and then whatever the number falls out from the divide of like 4, that's the slot they just fall into.
Okay.
Would that make sense?
That sounds like
What
a
do you
lot
wanna-
of... Mhm.
What do you want to define it as? I'll do it on the side. S is what? 5?
Let me see, because let me look at the list right now and that you guys. So F is 0, E is 1, D is 2, C is 3, B is 4, A is 5, and S is 6.
That helps. Cadie, you cool with
Yeah.
doing the mathematics to give us our final score for the xenomorph and everyone else moving forward?
This is 6, you said, right?
Yeah.
There's 6. Okay. Let's skip this one so you can move on to the next one and let me
Sure.
and then I'll do them for the next.
All right, I'm going to throw this one to Allie because I know you're a huge fan, which is Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I'm counting all 5 of them mofos. So this is like a whole orgy you can have with
At
them.
the same time. Oh.
Or you can choose one.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh my God. I mean, they all, okay. So they all have different shapes and sizes. So if I could have, oh my gosh, I would never even think of them as sexual creatures. But I mean, they show up at my house with pizza, right? But they also trick me into thinking these cotton candies are really actually cotton candies, and they're actually human guts, a human gut slurpee, and I'm really not into human gut slurpees. I've also seen their women. Their women are not desirable either. They do have big titties though, so I think that LayLow might put this higher because of the killer clowns with the giant titties. But to me, I don't think they could perform sexually. I'm not even sure they have penises. Their weakness is their nose, so I'm afraid that if one is like going down on me and like goes too hard, he might bop his nose and then he'll explode. And I don't want him to explode during that moment where it's about me. So that's an F, brother.
That's
amazing. I love that. How about you, LayLow? Where would you go?
Yeah, they're gonna have to be an F. They just don't do it for me. The gangbang of it all. I can't even look at that and finish. I think I might shrivel. To be real, the titties is only the plus side, but it's like you can go down any crackhead block and just see some
Right.
titties for free. You get what I'm saying? So it's like titties aren't even there, and I don't know. It just gives a really vintage, old, like feel. Like I don't know. I feel like they smell like mothballs and shit.
Yeah.
I
They
don't
do
want
look
that
a little
doing thing.
stink. You're right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's an F for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go F2 for the same reasons. There's a lot of other clowns that we could choose from in the horror universe. These would probably be low on the totem pole, but they do have really cool weapons. But that has nothing to do with Rizz.
Yeah, I'm gonna piggyback that and say I feel like if I was in the middle of an orgy with all of these motherfuckers, I'd end up getting like slapped around more than like fucked because they're all like goofy and shit. So I'd and I'd be like, okay, no, like I can't. I couldn't possibly come like this, so no, thank you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Katie doesn't like the horde in this situation.
No, I'm not like saying I'm against a horde. I'm just saying this particular horde. I'm not interested.
No. I'm sorry, a horn. You don't want the horn in this situation.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the time you were like,
no.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, as I said, I would try anything once, but that horn.
Yeah.
It's just so special.
Have you come up with a rating for our xenomorph? Are you still working it out?
It was B, 2 C's, and what was LayLow's? An F or an E?
An F.
You would get, it's in the middle, so it's basically between an E and a C.
Word.
I mean, a D and an E.
So if you added up the points, right, for the C and B, it was 2 C's and 1 B, right?
Yeah, it comes out to 2.5. The average.
Oh, fuck. Wait, let's round that up then. Because if it's 0.5, we just round up. Is that fair?
That's fair. Round it up. C.
Yeah.
C?
Yeah.
Wow.
0.5s, anything 0.4 and lower, we round down.
We're just going to round up all values if it's over. Yeah, right? I guess.
Yeah, if it's 5
Yeah.
and over, we round all up. Yeah, so that makes it fair.
So the xenomorph is a C. Where'd he go?
Ooh.
So you're saying there's a chance.
There's a chance. All right, this one I'm going to throw to LayLow. And that's another clown, which is Pennywise from It.
Okay. Which one, though? Can I?
Anyone
doesn't matter.
you
I can
want.
comment on both. All right, the
Anyone
old
you
school
want.
one. Fuck no. New age, though, the Bill Skarsgård might motherfucker. Listen, I'm kind of into the forehead. I don't know what it is and the creepy ass look of it all. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's a face you can come to. You feel me? So, like, I think that motherfucker got the dance moves, too. Goofy ass thing. He also fucking hates kids. So that's a plus. That is a massive fucking plus. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, if I do anything to these kids, the law's on my ass. They can't stop this intergalactic motherfucker. So just hurt the kids and then come home to me and let's do your stupid ass jangle to this motherfucker. So I would have to give the new school Pennywise an A. For sure.
Nice. How about you, Allie?
I feel like I always have this like other like side like thought in my head.
I love it.
So I totally up there for me too. I love that. I love that he doesn't like kids and that he takes them because I feel safe and protected by him. That he will never do anything to me. I think that. Again, he kind of like talks and has that kind of like persuasive personality. He's just like, hey, he told that kid like, hey, you want this boat, come down and reach for it. I bet he'd be like, hey, you want this cock, come suck it. And I'm like, I'm fucking into that shit. But the only thing that's going to hold me back from giving him an A is this one thing, is that he is kind of a pussy ass bitch. And I'll tell you why. Pennywise the clown has one mortal enemy. And you would not know this unless you were read the book. But he's got one mortal enemy and it is Mithurin the turtle. He's scared of a fucking turtle. This turtle is like a dragon turtle, kind of like in D&D. He is a god and he is the only thing that could stop Pennywise. Bitch is scared of a turtle. That's kind of shitty. He gets a B from me because of his hatred for turtles.
Yeah, man, turtles are cool.
Turtles are the shit.
Stephen King's on some shit, isn't he?
He was on
cocaine
Katie? While he wrote that book.
Oh, well, there you go.
These are both really compelling arguments. Like, I didn't know his like mortal enemy was a fucking turtle. That sucks. Yeah, that makes him kind of a bitch. Also, not super into the 5-head, if I'm being honest. It's not like a big draw for me. That being said, I do feel like he's got that like fuck energy. Like I feel like like how Allie was saying, like, you know, fuck them kids, but like I'll be protected, and he'll, yeah, I feel like, I mean, that's Rizz, right? He just seems like he fucks. He doesn't give a shit. Does what he wants. So yeah, that sounds great to me. So, God, that turtle, he can have an A. I'm like stuck on the turtle, but you know what? I really like chickens, so maybe he doesn't like that. We all have our shit. So,
Allie, what was your grade again? Did you give
Mine
one?
was a B.
A B.
a B.
Oh man, Skarsgård's really good at this, isn't he?
Oh, and the smile that he does. Specifically him, though, not the OG.
Yeah, the OG's trash.
Yeah, I think I'll go at A too. I think I agree with like the culmination of everything that y'all said, which would be
Is that
3
19?
A's and a B.
4.75, rounded up to a 5, baby. That's a A.
That's an A.
Let's
All right, I'm gonna put Pennywise as an A. Oh, we still don't have any B's. That's interesting. Interesting. All right, so I'm gonna throw the next one to Cadie, and that's gonna be Jason Voorhees, which I'm rocking Jason Voorhees hoodie.
Hell yeah.
Not
See that?
not because I think he has the Rizz necessarily. I just think he's cool.
Yeah, I do think he's cool too. I'm into that. I mean, he'd have to keep the mask on though, I think, for sure. The mask can't come off. So I feel like because of that, we couldn't possibly have anything too long term. Because who wants to wear a mask, I guess, 24/7. But
Yeah.
I'm into that. Yeah. That
I
mask
feel-
specifically I'm into.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, I feel like Pennywise, if he took off like the makeup and stuff, it'd probably be better. Whereas Jason, like if he takes anything off, it just makes it worse.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know like a ton about the character beyond the basics, unfortunately. So
he's basically, he got killed when he was 12. He was drowned because camp counselors were just banging and they neglected him. And and so he went on a rampage to kill all the camp counselors while they were banging.
yeah, all right. Well, but does that
actually,
make
more
him like
backstory.
anti-fuck?
Because he died.
He is anti-fuck.
Then
Yeah.
when in the first movie, his mother took revenge on the camp counselors, but they actually killed. So most people didn't know, but his mother was the actual first original killer. But they ended up killing her, and his evil spirit summoned from part 2, and he's been the killer to exact revenge,
Right.
not only for his death, but for his mother's death in every single film after that, which
His
is
mama's
kind of
boy.
also cool. Because he basically stayed dead when they killed him. It wasn't until they killed his mother that he got pissed and came back
True.
and really started hunting them down.
What would you give him?
I mean, honestly, for that, like, I Jason has the even more than Michael. I feel like he has that manly man appeal strength. You know, like I feel like he's the type of guy that you're like, oh, I dropped my shoe under this log, and he just like lifts it with like one hand type of shit, and you know, you just get all your stuff from it. Like, but seeing underneath the mask, knowing this nigga smells like 3-century-old dead bitch swamp water, his garments never change. Like, outside of the big daddy energy, bro, I probably got to give you like a D, like a DE. You feel me?
Yeah. Plus, he
Yeah.
has like the mind of a 12-year-old. So
Right, like,
Yeah, I think he's an F for me. One, because that specifically just completely
Yeah,
killed
that
me.
part.
I like his mask.
yes, yes.
I like the big daddy energy. I don't like that he revenges all people who fuck, because then I feel
Yeah.
like that implies that he won't fuck me, which we just can't. What's the point then?
what's the point?
Mask
What are we
has to
doing
stay
here?
on all the time. Don't love that. And I didn't know he fucking smelled like shit. So
Yeah.
F.
Yes.
Smell like
Solid
shit.
F. Why do I love this?
How about you, Allie? Any are you where are you putting him?
Oh, so a lot of things. He's got a face only a mother could love, and that is why only Pamela Voorhees loved him. He looks like Elephant Man under that mask, and it's not appealing. He is, yes, he's like 12 in the mind, which is gross to me. But he drowned when he was a child, but now he's like a giant man with a giant body. And I don't know where this giant man body came from. If he just developed it in this lake as he's dead, he just fucking grew. I don't know. And I don't like that at all. I don't like the fact that he's such a mother's boy. Like Pamela's just like, kill for Bobby. And he's just like, okay, mom. And then he just fucking does it. I don't like, that's how I imagine he's okay, mom. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. He's also another silent boy. Like I need something. I need some dirty talk. I need some I need you to act like you're into me. And I just don't think that he exudes any sort of Rizz or any sort of sexual energy. I think that if he's going to fuck, it's only going to be his mother. So I'm going to give him an F.
Yo, I have to give an F after saying that, because that's probably true.
Insane.
So that's not
that's
leads
some
me to
hillbilly
Fs.
shit.
We got 1E from Layla, right?
D.
No, drop that shit to F. Fuck that.
Oh, okay. We'll go F.
Ass also derailed me when she said 12-year-old mom. I was like, oh, I forgot.
Yeah,
Like,
I was like, oh.
And Freddy vs. Jason, they didn't show that much during the movies, but in Freddy vs. Jason, it showed a lot when the water scene happened. He did resort back to like the little kid, and even to the point where Freddy was like confused and was like the little boy child of Jason was there, and he started like stabbing him through the head a little bit. And I was like, you're really right. Like he really does act like mentally 12. And I was like, yeah, no, that's an F.
Yeah, damn, we got a lot of Fs here. All right, cool. I'm gonna throw this one to LayLow, which is Jigsaw from Saw.
All right, listen. Okay, listen. This little sick fuck to me is the Romeo for fuck them toxic ass people. That's the, you see what I'm saying? He kidnaps the pieces of shits, right? He puts them in a situation to make them appreciate their life for taking it for granted, right? Do you know how many beautiful dreams I've had like that to do that, So I would say that doll fucks, I would have to give it a B, and I would 100% skull fucking until I'm pulling splinters out my dick. I like everything.
A B?
Hold on.
Go
You
for it.
said Jigsaw.
The puppet.
Are you? Jigsaw is John Kramer. Billy is the puppet.
Oh, you're actually a good point. I'm looking at
So-
I still fuck, but I would have to put it in. Listen, the mastermind behind it. First of all, when you're so sick that you still manipulate a game that you're playing, that you put yourself on the board and got yourself fucking killed on, I like you. I would have licked his dead ass scalp. You see what I'm saying? He doesn't have the sex appeal, but the mental fucking big daddy dick, sexy, sick ass nigga energy that's in the head. Yeah. I probably have to. I'd give that motherfucker a B. I'd give Jigsaw a B. I like the mental motherfuckers. Like L, you guys, side note, I know this is horror shit, but L from Death Note, sit like that. The L, battle, I like the mental and the fact that he really put himself on that game, and he got killed, but the game kept going. He had more tapes and shit record. I'm like, this motherfucker's insane. So that's definitely. Would I say a B?
Yeah.
Did I say B? Yeah, I give him B.
Yeah, John Kramer's. I'll just piggyback off that. He's an engineer, and he used his engineering skills to get revenge in the most coolest ways, and that's dope as fuck. And I think that's like, it's intelligence for me. Like brings the Rizz level up a lot. Even though he's an old man, by the time we see his face, I don't think we've ever saw a younger version of him, right? Like to see.
No.
Yeah, maybe he was hot when he was younger. But yeah, I mean, he had some fucked up shit happen to his family, and he used his intelligence to kind of like make other people suffer because of what he went through. And I don't know, it's kind of dope. So yeah, I think I'd go a B as well. If he was maybe like younger or like not an old man, I probably would.
He would be a little higher.
Yeah. I mean, like if he was like Logan, old man. What's that actor's name? The one that does
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, that's a different kind of old.
I'd fuck him every minute of the day. Every minute.
Did you see his abs in that fucking latest movie? Like the one with Deadpool? Are you fucking kidding me? I was like,
yeah.
oh my god.
Even Ryan Reynolds was like, oh my god.
Those fucking abs. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just like looked this guy up. I vaguely remember his face, but he's kind of looking like a perverted great uncle that shows up at like a reunion that I'm like,
Oh, this guy's here. Damn.
hey, that's sick that you're an engineer, but although if you want to engineer some freaky ass shit for us to enjoy together,
There you go.
but you still are looking like a great uncle.
Yeah.
D.
D. How about you, Allie?
So I'm gonna say non-creative, but I'm gonna say straight up F because he looks like my dad.
Oh yeah, you have to put an F then.
I will say this: kudos to him for being a serial killer who keeps his word. Because there has been situations like Amanda, who have gotten out of the contraptions, and John Kramer has let her live. Same with the guy who cut off his foot. I forget what his name is, Princess Bride, but he also survived. And then we saw later on in Saw, I don't know, 5 or something, that they were all like, they kind of like are helping John Kramer now. But John Kramer did say that like, if you get out of this, you can live. Like, how much does your life value? And he didn't just like kill them immediately after they escape the trap, which barely no one ever does. So I like a man of their word. That could be sexy, but again, dude, like, no, thank you.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
that's
to you,
fair.
John.
So we got an
Dr.
F.
Gordon too, the doctor you're talking about that cut his leg.
Oh
Dr.
yeah.
Gordon. Yeah.
The first one? That was
Yeah.
to say though, all things considered, I know I rated him low, but that scene in that first movie with like the music they had in the background, I was like, like that was like, oh, it was so good. I was like, holy
Just
shit!
didn't
I kind
expect it. Yeah.
I
Fun
felt
fact,
like
you know why? You know why I fell in love with that movie, and I was always trying to guess them right, and I never got any of them right since. But the first movie, I actually guessed that he was alive and he was a part of it because if you rewatch it, they had the bullet exit wound, and from the way he was sitting down with the gun, it did not make sense. They put the makeup on the exit wound on the wrong side of the head, and that's when I knew I was like, this. I didn't know how deep he was. I didn't know if he was the mastermind, but I knew he was into it. And the only thing that threw me a little off is when they cut off the lights and it was like, oh, they can't see and hear us. And I was like, no, they can hear everything because that motherfucker in here is alive, But I didn't know how deep he was because a lot of people you see were like pawns of the game or something like that. But I knew for a fact that that was a big reveal in the first one. So it still mind blown me. And I was like, holy shit, I fucking knew it. I was fucking right. But then I like guessed every single other movie wrong.
Yeah, that's such a cool con. Those movies are so fun. I love them. All right, so we got a F, 2 B's, and a D.
F, 2 B's, and a D. We got 2.5. It's a C. Oh, sorry. Yep, round up to 3. It's a C.
All right. There we go. All right, the next one I'm throwing to Allie, and that is Pinhead from
God.
Hellraiser. I was gonna say Hellboy, but that's very wrong.
I would also fuck him.
Two very different people, entities, both of which I would fuck.
Specifically the Ron Perlman, just saying. Okay, sorry.
Pinhead, where do I begin? First of all, let's just talk about the actor. I've met him before. He is a darling. He is the nicest guy ever. And he sounds and looks in real life like he would make gentle, sweet, passionate love to you. But in Hellraiser, he wants to dominate. He wants to bring you pleasure through pain. He's saying like, we want the man who did this. And he's got like all these lines. He toys with me a little by saying we're going to do a little something different tonight. The foreplay is going to be a little different. He hands me this box and he tells me to fiddle with this box, which is not what I thought that he meant when he said to fiddle with the box. But I did both things. And what I discovered is that he wanted to do whips and chain stuff on me and talk dirty. And I am so fucking into it. I'm not into his friends. like when I don't go and hang out with his friends Chatterbox and Deep Throat and all of those guys. Like I'm not into them, but I am into Daddy Pinhead. Give me an A, baby.
Hey, okay. Yeah, I'll just piggyback off of that. I mean, he's literally these entities are summoned to either inflict pain or pleasure, right? And if you go so far in the pleasure, that's like peak Rizz, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
if you go so far in the pain, you get to the point of pleasure.
Right, there you
and
go.
That is the peak.
So whichever avenue you take, you're still arriving at pleasure.
Pleasure, right. So that I feel like that's an S, I think.
Yeah. I think that's an S for me too, actually. Not the actor, because he's a sweet baby angel, and I feel like I'd be like, oh no. But for sure, Pinhead, for sure.
It doesn't do it for me. It does not do it for me. The bondage, you know, because that's just kind of slavery, just added with sex for me, you know. The pins, like I can't even caress your shit. I'm just gonna like try to rub your head and my shit just gonna go through, and you know. So it's like, what the fuck am I? Nah. I like the voice. The voice does it for me. I would give his voice some risk. He's gonna rinse some things over, and depending on who is like into the bondage thing, but even the appeal, I would probably have to give him a C.
All right, got it. Yeah. So we got an A, 2 S's, and a C. I think that would keep us in like A territory.
A, most likely.
A, solid A.
Solid A. All right.
Still no B.
I was thinking maybe this one, but no.
Still no B. No B. All right. So I'll take the next one, which is one thing I forgot to mention in the beginning is we're not doing video game horror villains, unless they went into a movie, which the next one did, which is Pyramid Head. And I'll take this one away because I love Silent Hill 2. I think it's one of the best horror games ever made. And then he was brought into the Silent Hill movie, but his purpose in the movie was very different than it was in the game. So I'm kind of like meshing more so his purpose in the game, which is he was James Sunderland's physical manifestation of punishment for the terrible things that he did. But he was also kind of like a demonstration of his sexual frustration. That's Rizz. Also, if you just look at a picture of the movie version of him, he's jacked. So, yeah, I'm going to go S on this one.
He looks jacked in the game ones, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd climb that shit, honestly. I don't know a lot about him, but just looking at that body, I'd be like, oh. Okay.
How about you? How about you, Allie? Have you played the Silent Hill games or watched the movie?
I've watched the movie. I started the Silent Hill 2 remaster, and it was too hard for me, and I got frustrated, and I stopped playing it. But I do really like the story of Silent Hill 2, and this is strictly based off of looks. Because I don't have too much of a relationship with Pyramid Head. And like you said, the depiction of him in the movie is not really what he is supposed to be in the game. And not that I'm basing him off of the game, but like I guess like, I don't know if he looks buff during the game, like in the game, but I see pictures of him and he is just, I don't know what he's doing. Like, I know he's holding that long ass sword and maybe that's giving him like anchor arms, but if there's something that I want in life, it is to be carried like a princess, and Pyramid Head can definitely carry me like a princess. I'm gonna give him an A just because I want to fuck him so hard.
Yeah,
capital H.
There's this scene in Silent Hill 2. So there's like one of the enemies is a mannequin, and you just walk in on him in the kitchen like banging like multiple mannequins. And he wears this like kind of butcher outfit that shows his butt cheeks. So I mean, this guy is just like exuding Rizz everywhere he goes.
Fucking everywhere.
Yeah. Cadie, did you give him a score? Or did you want to take it away?
Yeah, so I briefly played Silent Hill, I want to say, because that game's old. The OG ones are old, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, Allie, did you give him an S? I'm sorry if I.
A,
I gave him an
think?
A.
A. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Yes, they are very old.
Yeah, right. So I remember playing back in the day, but I never actually got into like the franchise. I also have not seen the movie. However, I'm looking at his again, built like a fucking shit brick house. Super into that. I almost wonder. Oh, especially if like his ass is out all the time because all he wears is a fucking apron from a butcher. Great. So he's walking around and I get to look at that. Perfect. I also wonder what he can do with that pyramid head. I don't think I could like sit on the top of it. That's too much. But like I kind of am like maybe you can get some like Sibian vibes off of that, right? It like will sit on my face action type shit. So I don't know, all those things together. I feel like we would experiment. Although he seems like the strong silent type. I know not everybody, but honestly, like as long as you're grunting or cursing, that's enough. I don't need full sentences. I just need to know that you're absolutely enjoying this. So that's enough for me. So yeah, I don't know. I would give this motherfucker an S, I think.
All right, cool.
Big,
yeah,
big daddy energy. I'm into it.
He is silent. That's true. How about you, LayLow?
I first seen the movie. I didn't know anything about Silent Hill. I didn't start playing horror games until like around the Outlast generation. I was too bitch made growing up. So my first
Oh.
introduction to Pyramid Head was the movie, which I did, which is weird. I never liked the games, but I liked horror movies, you know. And when I just seen him rip the skin off that one, I was like, this is like the daddies of all daddies, bro. Because ain't no way with your bare hands you just skin off, flesh off this woman like that. While you're holding her by her neck, first of all, like she's a fucking paperweight, just holding her ass up, and then your other hand just skinned her ass. I was like, holy fuck. And then also knowing that like all my life, I've heard women say, I will sit there drenching from my vag as he's walking towards me to kill me. It's like you cannot give him anything other than S tier Rizz. Like if you're willing to sit there and die and happily get wet as your death is fucking approaching, how is that not S tier Rizz?
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. All right. So we got 3 S's and an A, which I guess we put him at a S.
That'd be an S.
Yeah.
All right. The next one I'm gonna throw to LayLow, and that is, I feel like this is gonna be so easy. Tiffany, also known as Jennifer Tilly from Chucky.
Okay. So listen, yeah, listen. Redman made the right call, bro. I would have died trying to get into that thing too. I mean, he didn't know what he was walking into. He didn't know them little fucks was gonna just slice his ass like that. But Redman made a real nigga call, bro. Ain't no way that Snowflake gonna press up them marshmallow pads like that and be talking to me all sexy around this money ass, fancy ass home, and she thinking she ain't about to get some Southern Jezebel type ass pounding. You feel me? So yeah, I give her an A.
I love it. How about you, Allie?
Right. Well, I am a huge fan of Jennifer Tilly.
Yes.
I love Jennifer Tilly. She is one of my favorite actresses. She is so hot. I can't even. The fucking body karate she had in Bride of Chucky, when she's fucking like in the trailer at the beginning and doing the spell on the ground to try to get Chucky, to come back to life. I'm just like, girl, I've never seen a woman hotter in my life. As the doll, like she's a doll, right? It's not going to do it for me. But as Tiffany Valentine, the person whose body before she ends up in the doll, fucking A. I would give her an A. I would not give her an S, but I would definitely give her an A. She just is so sexy. Exudes Rizz. She's got that Tiffany Valentine voice, and I'm just like, I'm so into it. That she also is funny. which
She's
I
very
really
funny,
like. You know,
hysterical.
it's hysterical. There's this scene where like the two dolls are making out and they're about to do it, and she's like, Chucky, you got a rubber? And he's like, what do you mean? I'm made out of rubber. And I'm like, that's so good. Like, give her an A.
All right, 2 A's. How about you, Cadie?
Yeah, I have to say, so I remember watching Chucky like back in the day. So this is gonna be an honorable mention. My husband is not into horror. Not just like not across the board, not into it. However, I got him because we watched the movie Megan, which we both were like, that's terrible. And he was like, this sucks. Like, why would I watch this? And I was like, well, I thought it was gonna be more like Chucky. And Chucky is fucking dope. And he was like, what's Chucky? And I was like, okay, let's just fucking do this. So started watching Chucky. We ended with the show, which was fantastic. But he loved it. But when we got to like the first movie with Jennifer Tilly, he was like, oh my God, I love her. I was like, I thought she was the absolute fucking greatest thing. She's funny. She's hot. She's tough, right? Like, Chucky's such like a piece of shit the way he talks to people, and she just like catches it and fucking slings it right back. Like, she is so fucking cool. Obviously not into dolls, but if we're like rating dolls, she is a grown-ass woman with a grown-ass body in a grown-ass doll woman body. I don't fucking know. But honestly, I'm not mad about it. And 100% I would give this woman a solid A. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll round that out with an A as well. I figure she would be rated high. She's another like Elvira, kind of like a horror icon. I like Jennifer Tilly specifically, right? As the actress is an icon in the horror community, and yeah, for all the reasons you said, she's funny. She got her cleavage like everywhere, which I know is a thing that many people would appreciate. She could do voodoo on you and make you do what she wants. So that's, while it might be manipulative, she got Rizz. So even if you might not like her, she's gonna make you like her. So yeah, I would say an A for sure.
A across the board.
Yeah. Well, let's just go with Chucky. Why not? We talked about Jennifer Tilly. Let's go with Chucky proper. Allie, let's start with you.
Definitely is not going to be rated as high as Tiffany Valentine for sure.
No.
Chucky. Okay, so Charles Lee Ray. Charles Lee Ray does have this almost like kind of like not Dracula Rizz, but is also kind of like, I don't know what it is. He's serial killer sexy. He's it's hard to describe, but he's like gothy. He's like gothy serial killer sexy. And like, I like the long hair that he has. Like, this is before he went into the doll. I find that kind of hot. What I don't find hot is he just like him trying to like with all of like the other Chucky movies that came after, you finding out the backstory of him like trying to, you know, stab this woman and the baby, and like that created like the wheelchair broad who's in the other movies. I don't like his voice. I don't think it's sexy. And I'm a very like audible person. I want to be talked dirty to. And I don't really think he's able to do that. I do think he's funny. Again, I think he's funny as a doll. I think he's kind of hot as a human, but I definitely would try to get close to him in order to steal his girl. So I'm going to give him a D.
How about you, LayLow?
So there's the flip side to this. I'm going to give him a B.
Oh.
And here's why. It's not because of smashing or anything like that. For him, it's the level of Rizz. He at least pulled Jennifer Tilly. You
True.
gotta have some Rizz to be able to pull her. I mean, so he can even arguably be an A because he's a dial. His face is shredded and fucked up, and he pulled her fine ass. So he definitely got game. But I would probably give his game a B at least because he did pull Jennifer.
True. How about you, Cadie?
That's a good point. Although I think for me, like, agree. I think he's very funny, right? Like, gotta be funny to. I don't know. I feel like generally Rizz, well, at least for me, gotta be like a little funny to have that
Yeah,
Rizz. But yeah, I don't know. Like, it's like a homie, but I don't really want to fuck him, doll or not. Also, not like the actor. I read someplace that someone was like, he looks like Tommy Wiseau from The Fucking Room, and I can't unsee that.
How dare you?
I'm so sorry.
I'm never gonna unsee that.
It's all I see, and I'm like,
Oh,
I feel like I would rather just sit on the doll's face than like actually Brad Dourif. So I don't know. That's a tough one for me. I think I'm gonna have to go with my wife. Yeah, solid D.
D. Yeah, I feel like I agree with LayLow. He got Jennifer Tilly. He generally like fucks a lot, right?
yeah.
Like you see him jerking off, I think, in one part, and then having sex with her, just like crazy shit. He is hysterical. I can't get down with a doll, absolutely not, especially when that looks like a child. So that kind of brings it down for me. Charles Lee Ray himself, nothing for me. But he definitely has some Rizz. It just maybe, yeah, maybe a D is good. Yeah, I think a D.
He's like, he's got the Rizz, just not for me.
Yeah, exactly. For Jennifer Tilly though, he definitely does.
Yeah.
So that's 3 Ds and a B, which would be a D, right?
Average is 2.5, which is a C.
A C. Okay, cool. Thank you for keeping track of that.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna try and do some easy ones because I know time is a thing and we're all adult working beings. All right, the Babadook. Who knows about the Babadook?
Oh, the Babadook.
Who doesn't know about the Babadook?
Gotta
Duke,
Babadook.
Duke.
What's that online romance? The Babadook and who?
The
Is there
Baba
really?
Pennywise? Yeah. When
Get
that,
It's
out.
Pennywise.
when that movie came out, it was like the Babadook was like someone was shipping. Oh yeah.
So the lore to that was that when the Babadook got put onto Netflix, they, I guess, accidentally put it under like LGBTQ plus
Yep.
movies. So everyone was now making memes of the Babadook in love with Pennywise the Clown and calling him the Babashook and making him rainbow.
Oh, wow.
So he is a pride character.
I had
just
no
put a
idea
link-
about this.
I put a link in the chat. All I did was search Babadook and Pennywise, and I just take a quick look at just the sheer amount of fucking fan art there is. For this romance.
That is hilarious. I would have never thought.
Yeah. So I don't know, when he's looking at you like with his little top hat, I was like, I don't know about Rizz, but you're cute.
Wow. So what would you give him?
He's not for me. He's not my cup of tea. I'd probably give him a solid D. But he is working actively to get rid of that very annoying child, which I respect. So,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know, D.
All right.
I like him. He just doesn't do anything. He doesn't exude Rizz. There's no like Big Daddy energy.
Yeah. For me, there's nothing, so I'm gonna give him an F. But what about you, LayLow?
I would say same exact thing. It gives me like the face you don't want to see as you're about to go back into your room after using the bathroom at 3 a.m. type shit. Like, you know, like that's not sexy. No, that's an F.
Yeah. How about you, Allie?
Oh, he's for sure an F for me, but I will comment on his great style. And he also looks like if Marilyn Manson had a child, like that's what he would grow up to look like, the Babadook. But I am not sexually attracted to him at all. He's an F.
All right, so 3 Fs and a D would put us at a E.
So for technically averaging, it's a 0.5, and we've been rounding up. But I kind of feel like 3 solid Fs should be an F.
Be an F, yeah.
Okay.
Personally,
Are you cool with that, Allie? Wait, no. Who gave him a D? Cadie, you gave him a D, so you're cool with it. Okay.
Yeah, because it wasn't like a positive D. It was sort of like a pity D. So for me, I'm happy to round down. Yeah.
That's
No one wants a pity D.
Yeah, it's not great. Yeah.
All right.
That smile, that hat, that shitty child.
Yeah. Cadie, I'll throw this one to you. The Blob.
Give Cadie the Blob.
Okay, so I love the Blob. Me and one of my friends growing up used to watch. Hilarious. As a creature with Rizz. If anybody can answer this for me, does the Blob have any special powers? Like, if you're sucked into the Blob, are you now suddenly like, I don't know,
you're part of it
everywhere at the same time? Or are you just dying or like disintegrating?
That's a good question.
You're disintegrating. You're disintegrating if you're sucked into the Blob.
Well,
kind of like getting put into a cotton candy cocoon.
Yeah. So if this is one of those like weird ass like weeby blobs that's like molesting you, then maybe. But unfortunately, if we're talking disintegration upon consumption, then I'm gonna have to go with an F. As much as I love the Blob.
Yeah, I'm gonna go F too. But what about you guys, Allie?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, there's nothing there. He's a transparent fuck who all he wants to do is make me dead. He has nothing to offer me. It's all about him. The Blob is the most selfish lover in all of horror history. He gives and he takes and he gives nothing back. It's literally all for him and none for you. And I'm not about that.
Yeah.
Blob, I need to come first. And he doesn't respect that.
Look at me.
Definitely F.
Yeah.
F. All right, we're all going F on this guy.
F. That shit probably like fucking a ball of chewed up gum. That's just disgusting and no red. Yeah. F.
And where's the hole, LayLow? Where's the hole?
Exactly.
Right.
You gotta make one. And that's never fun.
You gotta make
one.
This is another one that I'm gonna just start and give an F because this was some weird ass shit that she was doing, which is the mother from Barbarian. She was like breastfeeding an adult.
Titty?
Yeah.
Like she has some saggy.
Yeah.
Wait, did you not see Barbarian?
Yeah.
I did, because didn't they have that guy that's like he's getting troped now because he's always like known for getting fucked early on in horror movies.
Pennywise, Alexander Skarsgård. He was in the beginning, and you think he's the baddie, and then they totally do a 180 on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what's his name though, Mr. Tusk. What's his name? That actor.
Justin Long.
Thank you.
That's
who LayLow's talking about. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
as of late, he's been kind of the guy to get in movies, and then just like you think he's the big actor, and he just gets fucked early.
Yeah. Mr. Tusk. That one should have been one.
But no, that I mean, her titties look like they spew out like milk dust.
They
Hell
do.
Fucking no.
They do.
Hell fucking no. She got that's disgusting. I know.
Yeah. F for me.
Yeah.
F for everybody.
Yeah, because she's making me suck those titties against my will, and that's not okay.
Yes, we want consensual titty sucking.
I want, consensual titty sucking only.
All right, cool. All right, so who's familiar with Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Leatherface? All right, we'll go with you, LayLow. What are you thinking?
Literally F only because bro, I'm gonna start rating them in both categories, like the Rizz and me fucking them, right? So some of these might intertwine, right? But bro is literally the definition of scaring away the ladies. Like there is no woman that has ever been bought inside that house that was not related to this motherfucker that wanted to stay there. So you're literally scaring away all the meow. You get what I'm saying? So it's like that's a no for one. Um, you know you're so busted and don't got your own Rizz that you gotta wear other niggas' faces, bro, to still try to get a woman and they still running the fuck away. Like you even wearing the motherfucker face that this one was dating and she still don't want you. You get what I'm saying? So and then on top of that, you know if you wearing niggas' faces, you are not washing your face or any part of your body. So why the fuck would I even want to lay with you? F all across the board, bro.
I love
Rizz
that
fucking everything.
explanation. You are wearing other people's faces and you still don't got Rizz. That's great. I'm gonna go
Get
with
at.
you an F on that because of the explanation was perfect. How about you, Cadie?
Yeah, I definitely know who he is. I just had a like he's like a big dude, right? Like I feel like his one saving grace could be his big daddy energy, except just everything that's going on here. Is he also quiet, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
he grunts a
that's-
little bit, but he doesn't talk.
That's not enough. There's not, yeah, no. F.
That's not enough.
I know what I said before. I said some grunting and cursing is plenty for me, but not with this face.
Not with this face.
This face or any other face he chooses at the time. It's all a no fly. So
Yeah.
give it a
Good movies though. How about you, Allie? What do you think?
Oh my gosh! So this character Leatherface is actually based off of the serial killer Ed Gein, who also wore people's faces. So they took that and they made it into the character of Leatherface. Every time I watch a Chainsaw Massacre movie, I feel like I can smell the movie because of just how dirty the atmosphere is all around him, how disgusting his family is. I like that he's a family man, but like let's you know, this is like a Resident Evil 7 family. Like we don't need to be close to our family members. I'm really not into smelly men, and I know he's smelly. And also the thing is too, like when we're fucking and he's about to come, I imagine that he makes those grunty noises that he makes in the movie, like a pig, like
ew.
So like because of that, that makes my pee-pee dry. So again, that gets F. It's enough for me, dog.
Big ass pig.
Yeah, hands down.
He doesn't say much, but that's what he sounds like.
He does.
All right, so we got F across the board. The next one I'm gonna throw to Allie. Which, are you familiar with The Fly? Seth Brundle from The Fly.
Brundlefly, you say? I am. That movie, like, was such a confusing thing because it was kind of this body horror, but then I'm also having this sexual awakening while watching it because they fuck so much. Brundlefly, oh my god. I'm actually getting sweaty right now. I just drooled. Like, this is an S here for me. He's so goddamn fucking sexy. And you know, he realizes at the end that he's done wrong and acknowledges it, kind of like, shoot me, whatever. And I like a man who takes responsibility. So look at him. He fucks. He so fucks hard. So hard. I mean, I could talk about how much I want to fuck this man. S.
Yeah, Cadie, you look like you got something to say.
Yeah, Katie's got a lot to say.
Yeah. I fuck with Jeff Goldblum in the best and worst way. I think he is so fucking hot. Even now, as like an older gentleman, anytime you see him like IRL at like an event and there's a camera on him, the fucking energy and Rizz that this man exudes is second to none. Literally, like at a baseball game and he's sitting there and he's, you know, like, and then he notices because people start cheering and he's on that cam. He goes, and his attention is now wholly for all of the people who love him. He's like fucking stepping up, and that's all just like a plus, right? Like, he's funny, he's hot, but the fucking in the Fly, oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. It's oh god, yeah, no S. I don't. Nope. S. S.
LayLow, should I throw it to you, or have you ever seen this?
Not The Fly, so I just looked it up, but I know the actor obviously from with Jurassic Parks. I think it was in another movie that just eluded me right now. But so I wanted to see him specifically in this film. And I was gonna say I just don't see it in this film, but I would still give him an A tier for Rizz because I know he had panties dropping for Jurassic Park in a lot of the later films I've seen him in. Even actually him now as an older guy, like I think some men, you know, when we get too old, like we pass our glory years, but like even the white hair and type shit, he looks like a fashion icon now, still, you know?
Yeah.
So I think in the Jurassic Park era and now, 100%, I see he got the Rizz, he got the swag and everything. I give bro an A.
Yeah. An A. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go S as well because of everything that Allie and Cadie said. He's an intelligent person before The Fly, and that's why he got into this situation, right? Because he fused with this creature. But you know, he created a teleportation device, and you know what? One consistent thing in this podcast from me is intelligence is high risk for me. And not only that, but like appearance wise, he's a handsome man, and then on top of that, once he gets the Fly injected in him, he has this like crazy sex drive.
I'm gonna have to watch this then.
When he becomes the Fly full-fledged, I'm like, well, I'm not gonna bang like a frail fly. That's just no. So I'm gonna give him an S because you know the other things.
Yeah, all the other bits.
I feel like those like stood out the most. We'll forget about the end when he went too far.
Yes, that's definitely a roundup for an S. 3 S's, 1 A. That's
yeah. All right. Cool. So,
well, I invite you to. I'll even watch The Fly. That could be our next hangout. We can all film my
I've never seen it.
Parts, and we
yeah,
can watch
it's
The
a
Fly.
pretty good movie.
We can all watch
That'd be funny,
this sex movie together. I love that. We should start.
Sounds queef
We should start
appropriate.
watching more dirty movies together.
Yeah.
All right, next, I'm gonna throw this one to LayLow because I know for sure you've seen this, and that's Remick from The Sinners, which is a pretty new horror movie. Remick is the main guy in the Irish crew.
Yeah, that was. Oh wait, did everyone see it? Because I was gonna say some major spoiler.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna say spoiler, but we know what I was probably going to say.
Sure.
That person though, I don't know. I don't see it. I do see it for maybe the Jezebels, but it does just because the fitting of the movie, it just gives off too much like master, and that's I can't see the and then I don't know. Although too, I think that type of haircut, the only person I felt like that little bang right there ever worked on was like Frodo, gang. I don't think any grown man with that kind of cut. I'm like, bro, you look like a doofy ass 40-year-old cosplaying as like a 13-year-old. You see what I'm saying? So it just doesn't do it for me. So I gotta give bro an E.
E. All right. Allie, have you seen this?
I have seen it. The last time I went to the movie theater.
Oh yeah,
actually.
we did talk about it. Yeah. What do you think of Remick?
He's the first guy who does the knocky knocky, right?
Yeah.
Let me in. So I admire his love of music. I think that him and I could share that. I play guitar. He plays everything. And he, you know, is I'm trying not to spoil this for Cadie, a creature of the night, not as hot as our other creatures of the night. I see him as even though he's a creature and he's got all these powers, and I understand, I do find him a little bit like a weenie boy, and I'm really not into him, and I don't think I would give him the time of day, even if he was a baddie. So I'm gonna give him an F. An F,
okay. So before we throw it to Cadie, So we could say that he's a vampire because that was in those trailers, right? Because they showed,
Okay.
yeah, they
Okay.
showed that.
Okay.
But his power sort of will keep vague. Yeah, music, very cool, creative. Appearance, nope, get out of here. I don't like what he did to some of my peoples in the movie, so you know, I'll give you an E only because you play music and that
Music
scene
part was
was
fire.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Mhm.
How about you,
Alright.
Katie? Based off his appearance, if you haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, so I just looked him up. I get what you mean. He's a little bit like a little Frodo-looking motherfucker for sure. But Frodo already has a place in my heart, and there's not enough room for another Frodo. So, having not seen the film, appreciate that he's a vampire. Love that he plays music, but just even based on appearances, I'm gonna give him a E.
E. All right, 2 Fs, 2 Es. That's
2 points divided by 4.
It's gonna be. It's a half, so it's probably gonna be rounded up.
Oh.
0.5.
let's give him. Yeah, we'll give him an
E.
E because we got a lot of Fs here. Okay, the next one I'll throw to Katie because I'm pretty sure you've seen this. Which is Vecna from Stranger Things.
Oh, like whose face opens? No, that's the Demogorgon. Which
No,
one?
so
The
Vecna,
main, that's Demogorgon.
he's like
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Eh,
Yeah. Well, he's got that big fatty energy, I guess. Nose a little too non-existent, neck a little thick, and I don't think I spied a pee-pee at all
right, yeah.
during any of those.
Could be a
scenes.
grower though, you know. You never know.
Could be a grower. He could be hiding it. That's fair. Also not keen on getting like so maybe like I don't know an E. Not really
An
into
E.
Vecna. Yeah.
You don't like being treated like a Rubik's Cube?
I mean, first of all, I ain't that flexible.
How about you, LayLow?
See, like I do got to give my bro a F though, even though I fuck with him because you know he just comes and he fucks shits up and he's all about death and destruction and fuck everybody and fuck your life and your goals and shit. I kill people, and that's why I like the motherfucker. But we talking about legitimate Rizz. First of all, sex appeal alone. What the fuck is that? That look like if my testicle grew a face. Like you see what I'm saying? Like who the fuck wants to fuck that? You know, so already you don't got the sex appeal, and then it's like you just come in and you ruining people's lives. Like without getting too into it, Eddie's my guy. You painted him as a villain.
Right.
You feel me? I fuck with Max heavy, and you have my bitch ass in my bed trying to be the gangster that I am, about to drop a tear for this little gingerhead white little bitch. You feel me? So I'm like, bro, like that's why he get an F, bro. You fucking up on all accounts.
I love that. How about you, Allie?
He is one ugly motherfucker. He's also really fucking mean. He doesn't have any redeeming qualities. You can't even see his peepee, as Katie has said. Like, we don't know anything. It might not be there. So all of my efforts to try to fuck this guy might be in vain. I also, Vecna, I believe, originates from Dungeons and Dragons. So it does really make be dry as a desert thinking about that this is like a D&D villain that's so unbelievably not hot, and I don't want to fuck, so F.
Yeah. We have a vague idea of what he looked like before this, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like we've only
Yeah.
ever seen him as like a youth. I feel
Yeah.
like
Well, he was like a young man. I feel like he wasn't like
Yeah.
as young as the other ones. But also, like, why are you so obsessed with these kids? Like, go get a
yeah,
hobby. That isn't
sure.
whatever the fuck you're doing. So
Yeah.
even if there were any redeeming qualities, I feel like
True. Yeah, I'll go with an F as well, just to keep it easy at an F.
yeah. Did I say E? I think I just convinced myself. Let's just like
Yeah, let's
do
just get F across the board.
You know why? Because my E was based on, well, maybe, but if we don't know for sure that there's a dick under there, and all the rest of them sucks, then like, what are we doing? What are we doing here?
And if he
Like,
touches
True.
it, you might just make your whole shit start flipping. You know, you can't trust his fingers.
he'd be like, ooh, and then my fingers are like, and I'm like, well,
See?
I guess we're not doing this then. Like, you
Right.
just ruined it. Mood killer.
100%. All right, so I'm gonna throw this one to LayLow, and that is another female, the last female on this list, which is Samara Morgan from The Ring. Have you seen The Ring?
Isn't she a little girl? Yeah. Was she like a little
Probably.
girl
Is
that
she?
died into a
Yeah,
well or some shit like that?
she is a very little girl.
Yeah, so
Like a
we'll all
young-
put
That's F.
Young teen, right?
that's
Like
F for-
13 or something.
Yeah, she died really young. And honestly, I don't think she ever even grew up. Like, she was one of the few people, and like Jason, which you talked about earlier, who died as a kid, and then like he's like this big man or whatever, but he's just mentally 12. Like, even her body like stays little
You're
girl with the long
right.
black ghostly scary hair. Yeah.
You're right. I haven't seen this since I was a little girl, so I completely forgot that
It's-
she was.
The only
She's
funny reason why
12.
I heavily remember that, because you know how most people paint The Shining as their like first movie to be scared of kids. The Shining wasn't it for me. It was The Ring. She terrified
Ring's
the
so
fuck
scary.
out of me as a child.
Yeah.
Yeah. That tape was scary, man. I was like,
Very,
Yeah.
very cool movie.
Yeah.
But I think we can all agree that that would be an F
Yeah.
until, unless she was older. I actually thought she might have been older in her monster form, but that makes a lot of sense.
yeah.
Cool. I need to rewatch that movie now.
We go now. We're adding movies that we go watch
That's the
next
first
time
one.
we get together. Though.
Yes, The Fly in the Ring.
Fly Ring.
Yes. All right, cool. We're almost done. So the next one, who are we going to pick next? Give me one moment, because we're flying through these, which are good. All right, we'll do Freddy Krueger. Why not? Who wants to take it? I'll let you guys, whoever feels confident.
I am not fucking burned, dick. I don't think he has any Rizz either. Also, wasn't this motherfucker? Well, no, Diddy didn't touch kid. I was
No,
gonna call him a
he
dealer,
is-
He's a
but-
pedophile.
He's a pedophile. Yeah, I would put him at F.
yeah, at the 100%, 100% F.
I think that's
Yeah.
why his parents burned him, right?
So he
here's
got
the-
burned.
What? No, go ahead.
Go
Lee.
ahead. Oh no,
Oh.
I'm just saying he got burnt because he was taking pictures and diddling children, and the parents found out, and they ended up burning where he lived, like throwing like Molotovs and like burning down the place where he was staying, and that's why he looks like this. That's why he's all burnt.
Yeah, fuck that
Well, the
guy.
crazy
Yeah.
part is they tried to make you feel bad for him too, because when he in the
In the new
2010
one.
version, what they try to play it off as, because the kids when he came back started killing people, they thought that maybe the kids that we lied about it and got our parents to go kill him, and that's why he was coming back for revenge. So you're getting this whole new spin thinking he's innocent, and then come find out no, he actually did it, and the parents like suppressed the kid's memory. But since they remembered him, he back and killed them first, and that's how the kids started deep diving into their memories type shit. But it was a whole fucked up thing. So yeah, fuck Freddy Krueger, bro.
Yeah. We're all agreeing.
F.
F. If we could
Yeah.
go
F.
lower with some of these, we sure would.
Fucking
Oh,
yeah.
All right, good. So, okay, we got 3 more. The next one, I'm gonna... Who's familiar with Silence of the Lambs? Hannibal
Yeah.
Lecter? Go for it, Allie.
This is. I feel like Assassina would rate him very high, only because what an intelligent man this man is. He enjoys he eats his liver with some fava beans and some fine candy. He is very rizzy, even though he's got he's stuck in his cell. He, sometimes has to wear a muzzle over his face because he's a little bitey. That could be kind of hot. I mean, he's so super smart, super smart, which is cool. He is an explorer of cuisine, which I love that. The boy on the plane never tried brains before, and he graciously offered him some brains. I think the way he speaks to Clarice when they are having their encounters is very hot. And I just really, besides from him being an old man, I do think that he is very sexy in his own way. I'd probably give him a C. just because of how he is so good at manipulation and using his words and his suave voice.
Right. Cool. How about you, Cadie?
Yeah, manipulation was good, like exactly the word I was thinking when you said it. Yeah, he has like definitely the intelligence. I even feel like you can tell that Jodie Foster has that like she can't help it. Like he's just and with every like everything he says, she's like at the very least very curious. Like she just needs to find out, like needs to know more about him. So while I do not find him pretty Rizzy, not my type, but not my cuisine. I appreciate that he's a foodie, though. I feel like he'd cook for me, which is nice. Hopefully, it's not my own that I'm eating, but so yeah, I actually agree with that score. I would give him a solid C.
Cool.
C for your effort.
LayLow?
I give him a D. I do like his brain and how it works, not on the sick side, but because sometimes confidence is killer. I think sometimes when you just talk like with a certain level of confidence, that caters to a certain level of Rizz, no matter how sick you are.
Right.
So I can respect that in him. But everything else, I don't think he has a look, anything like that. The motherfuckers eat livers and shit like that. So that's definitely like a D. I only give him off the mental game.
Yeah, I think a D too, mostly because of the mental game. But yeah, in terms of like appearance or whatever, it's like, but there is Rizz, for sure.
Yeah, he definitely has it.
He definitely has it. Yeah. But maybe I should give him a C then, because like, yeah, I could see him like bagging bad bitches with his intelligence and manipulation. Yeah, a C. We'll go with C.
For sure.
C across the board. Oh no, 3 C's and a D, which would put us at C.
Average up. It's a C. Yeah.
Cool,
C.
cool. All right. Still no B's. That's amazing. Let's see if these last few can get us there. So we'll go with the Wolfman classic. Who wants to take away the Wolfman?
The classic Wolfman?
Or whichever one. I know there was like a recent one on Disney as well, and other versions of the Wolfman.
There's also Benicio del Toro. What'd you say?
I said, you want to take this one away from? I feel like you would have seen this out of all of us right away.
Yeah, I mean, so werewolves do make me soft. I'm not just a fan of just lycanthropes in movies in general. So I am probably going to give him an F. I don't think I've seen the original Werewolf in London once, and I think there's like a love story portion of it, and I don't remember it, and I don't remember just like that part of like, is he Rizzy or not? But all the other Wolfmans that I have seen, they're not the Wolfman character is not very sexy, and I'm also like not into bestiality, so I'm just gonna say an F.
Yeah, I'll just piggyback off that real quick. I'd probably give him an E, just because I know there is a furry community, and I feel like he could very much so fit in to that community. But I agree, like the whole like bestiality thing's a little weird. Although there was one character in Elden Ring called Blythe that I think had a lot of Rizz, and he was like half and half. But so I think there could be something, but I don't think the Wolfman specifically has that Rizz going for him as much as like other Wolfmen in media. But I suppose there wouldn't be Wolfmen without him. So I'll go with E. Just, with that in mind. How about you, LayLow? What were you gonna say?
I'd say F. I don't know. I don't even like chest hair on myself, bro. Let alone that's just too much. That fucking Brillo pad. Like, what the hell is even that? So like I have to give him F. I just don't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cadie. F.
Yeah. I get what you mean about there's definitely a demographic for it.
There's a demographic.
I'm not saying that there's not. However, in all these pictures that I'm looking at, none of them not a single one gives me a cougar tingle. So I gotta say, I think I'm in the F camp for that. Although there's also a lot of pictures of Ryan next to Wolfman.
Mhm.
So I guess if he played a Wolfman at one point, maybe. But no, none of this is doing anything for me.
All right, so we're gonna put this guy at an F as well. Let's
Think
see
so.
if the last one can fit the B category, although I don't know. I'll take it away. Frankenstein's monster. So he doesn't have a name, right? Like
Frankie?
yeah, Frankenstein's monster. Because like Frankenstein's the one that created the monster, but the monster's the icon / villain, right?
Right.
Yep.
So Frankenstein, I mean, I think he has a tender story, right? He didn't ask to be created when he was. He just wanted to belong. He wanted to be part of society. He wanted some love, and he was rejected because of the way he looked. And because of that, he just started wrecking shit because people treated him like shit. And I kind of feel bad for him, and I want to hug him. And while that's not necessarily Rizz per se, there is like kind of a soft spot I have for this guy. So I'll probably put him at like a C.
I want to piggyback off that really quickly too, 'cause that's where it makes him a really weird case, because Rizz is like what you have to make that pull, and it's like he doesn't have what it takes to gravitate people to him, but there's something else that is still gravitating, because wasn't she into him as well? Because she felt, if I don't even heard bits and pieces, I never actually seen it, but I don't know if she felt the same way about him in the movie. Was like, because he was a tender soul, and
Mhm.
felt connected to him, and he still ended up ultimately, if I believe so, was dating her, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, there
Don't
was
misquote me on
romance.
there. Romance in there, so it's like it's not fully Rizz, but you're still winning. So it's like it's hard. It's a hard case for me,
Yeah. Well, can you land on a score, or you want to think about it?
I I'd have to give him a D, just because he still end up winning, but he doesn't have Rizz for me. But the fact that you still win, I can't give you a F. I can't give you an E. You get what I'm saying? And I mean,
Right.
hey, he had him a pretty woman. Is what I'm saying. So I can't say you got an E or F, but you still don't have Rizz. You don't have a good the look to me. I think it's your heart that carried you, which is still great. And
Right.
that's more than enough. Frankenstein, like the Frankenstein monster shows, all you need is a good heart. He got him a girl he won. So I would give him probably a D.
Cool. How about you, Allie?
So Frankenstein's such a complex character. If we're going all the way back to like Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, like that's probably one of the saddest books I've ever read in my entire life, and it's so good. But Frankenstein to me does not give off really any Rizz, because, like you said, I feel bad for him, and I really want to give him a hug. And if anything, I want to make like sweet tender love to him. But he's so like, he doesn't even have a vocabulary. He's just kind of like and that doesn't really, like, he's a big doof. Not his fault. He didn't ask for any of this. Like,
Right.
this was just, you know what I mean? He's doing the best he can. With that said, they do allude in Young Frankenstein that he does have a big dick.
Oh.
So because of that, I will give him a D. D for dick.
Oh, that is hilarious. I believe that, right? Because he made everything big on Frankenstein, I think.
Frankenstein looks like he has a huge cock.
Like,
can't
maybe
do
too
like
much.
Build like a giant man and give him just like a little pinky finger. Like, you can't do that. That's not nice.
Yeah. What about you, Cadie?
Yeah, I kind of feel like while all those are all really good points, they don't translate as Rizz to
True.
me. I'm empathetic. I want to also give him a hug. But isn't it true that the woman who falls in love with him was like terrified of him at first? Like, he had to like earn that with good behavior and like, oh, I'm not gonna kill you.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like if you gotta it's not his fault that he had to work extra hard to get this woman to not be terrified of him. But to me, that's like anti-Rizz.
True.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna give him an F for me.
F. Okay, so F, D, D, C. Where does that land us?
D, D, C, F. Let's see.
Still, we while you're doing that, we had no B's whatsoever.
No Bs.
1D, which was art. A lot of F's. So we really a lot of these villains don't have Rizz, which is actually, I think, a healthy thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's good that we're not that fucked
We're not
up.
sexualizing
That's
these, yeah,
great. Good
these
job,
characters.
team. We did it.
Yeah.
This rounds up to a 2, which gives it a D.
A D. Okay, cool. So that is our second D. And that's all. That's all because we have a little empathy.
That's D for heart. You know what I mean? That's
D for heart and big dick.
F for is, but D for yeah, heart and a big old schlanger. Good
Yeah.
for you, my guy. Good for you.
Is there any other characters that we didn't cover that you guys are like, I have to talk about this because this character exudes with Rizz, villain exudes Rizz?
Allie, would you consider the girlfriend from it's not a villain, but it's kind of in the same theme. You got any cash? What's her name?
Frankenhooker? Got any money? Hey, Jersey boy.
Hey, you got any money? Does she
She talks too much like me. I can't answer this. It's too close to home.
Yeah.
She's not
The
really
only other villain, but we kind of like talked about like the Dracula thing that comes to mind that I'm just like, oh man, I want to fuck this guy, was Fright Night.
I'm unfamiliar.
Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
So hot. But it's the thing with the vampires, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's let me suck your blood and your cock. I just love it all.
You suck my blood, I'll suck your cock. Everybody wins.
That's a great segue into how I want to end this, which is, so I want to at least have a top 5. So we have 4 in the S rank, and I'd like to organize just the top 5, like who would be number 1 and who would be number 5, because the rest, whatever, they're all over the place. We don't care. So we have Elvira, Dracula, Pyramid Head, and Seth from The Fly. So if we had to organize those on a scale from 1 to 5, who would you guys say is number 1? Like, I think I would go with Dracula just because of all the inspired media with Rizz. But what about you guys?
Dracula definitely in number 1, I would think too. And then I would personally put Brundlefly really close, like the second one after that. For me, after that one would be, what was the options? Elvira,
and
Pyramid Head. Probably for me, Elvira, then Pyramid Head.
That's funny. Me too. Also, Elvira over Pyramid Head because at least she has some, like, I feel like she'll be fun to talk to too. And Pyramid Head doesn't say shit, right? So that's like,
Sure.
Seth
For me,
has
I
that
would've
intelligence, right? Like, sorry.
I would have said Elvira, Dracula, Pyramid Head, and then the Fly.
Yeah, you haven't seen the fuck yet, though. So.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I haven't seen that. Yep.
Wait till you see my dick, hey bitch.
I would do Dracula, Elvira, Seth, and then Pyramid Head, because Pyramid Head could be a little rapey sometimes. So yeah. So are we okay with doing our top 4? Is number 1 being Dracula, and then Elvira, and then Seth, and then Pyramid Head is like a collective. Is that fair? Okay, now we have to choose one more for number 5. I feel like this might be easy because it's between It. It's wow, I just called him It. Pennywise, Candyman, Pinhead and Jennifer Tilly, aka Tiffany. Who would you guys pick of those 4 to be on the 5 slot?
I gotta say Jennifer Tilly, I think.
Give me Jennifer Tits.
We've got two titties on the top 5. We got Elvira, we got Jennifer Tilly. Yes, we know what we like here. That's titties.
Yeah. Go pair them titties top 4 themselves.
All right. Dracula, number 1, Rizz Diz. There it goes. And classic too. I mean, he's been carrying the Rizz game and the horror movie villain for a very long time.
He's been holding it down for a long time.
Yes, he has.
Deadass.
Cool. Well, this was a lot of fun.
Deadass.
I couldn't think of a perfect crew to, like I said, to do this with. I'm going to have everyone's socials in the description. So if you want to follow them on Twitch or Twitter, or whatever the case, do it. They're great streamers, especially if you like horror. They all stream horror games. I know, Cadie, you don't stream anymore, but when you did stream horror games sometimes. LayLow, you really should play Silent Hill 2 Remake. I think you would love it. Oh, you did? Okay. Sorry, I misunderstood that.
No, you're good.
Oh, good, cool. I know you played F, but I wasn't sure about 2. But yeah, they all stream. And yeah, do you want to say like when you guys stream, if you have a schedule, so that people know when to find you?
Yeah, I stream Monday, Thursday, Fridays. My Monday and Thursday streams are from 7 to 10 p.m. EST, and I stream horror games and decision-making games. And then on Fridays, I do at the same time, 7 p.m. EST, and I do collabs and fitness streams.
Cool. LayLow, do you have a schedule?
Our schedule kind of changed with some life events happening this year, but I'm thinking of getting back to definitely 2 days a week, possibly 3, which I will make an announcement on my socials for the 3rd. But the days would be Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Sundays at 11 a.m.
Cool. Yeah, and they're both mature streamers, which if you're watching this to the end, you're probably someone who would like that. So yeah, just a heads up about that. And yeah, me, you'll see this on YouTube. I don't stream anymore. I'd like to, but it's not happening anytime soon. I hope it does though. But yeah, for now, I just do YouTube stuff randomly. No schedule. I do what I want when I want. And I don't care because I have a lot of shit going on.
Oh,
yeah. So yeah, hopefully you like this. Let us know who your number 1 Rizz horror villain is. Who would you bang, or who do you think people would bang? Do you agree with our list? If you hate what we said, just let us know. If you love what we said, let us know. We want to hear it all because, everybody thankfully likes different people. And if you're someone who would bang a villain, you're in the right place. And
the best part is we have such a diverse demographic here that if you don't like what we said, you're racist.
There you go. Yeah.
You heard it here.
That's right. Well, thank you guys. Take care. Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.
Cool. Yay.
That was so fun.